Hey, everybody, welcome. We are in episode 15, and we are deep in the heart of the
Texas?
Temple of Bashaba. But before we get there, we have some great news. First of all, I will say that later on today, stay tuned. I believe we're going to run into a new PC, a new character. So
What?
stay tuned. Yeah, that'll be like our teaser to keep people in the stay. Now, of course, they could fast forward, but don't let them know that. So hopefully we get to that point today. If not, then probably next week. But I'm pretty sure I'm feeling good. Secondly, we have a promotion. We see that Cameron has leveled up. Finnis, you are now level 4. Yay! Yes.
Level
All right.
4. I get some good benefits from level 4.
What do you got going?
Well, I rolled for my HP. Didn't get the best roll. I got a 3 on my D8 for Cleric.
Yeah,
Plus
that's
my
all
2
right.
con.
Three
So
times as many as I
5.
got.
And then I got a couple new spells. That's
Nice.
pretty cool. I got some better healing for the party. That'll be nice. I got hold person. I feel will come in handy.
Oh, for sure. That's a great spell. And then what did you choose? Did you choose to bump up their stats, or did you go with a feat?
So I went with a feat for my level 4 level, and I went with the lucky feat, which I
Sister
feel like might
Gariel
be,
will be proud of you.
yes, appropriate for the
All right,
quest
what does the lucky feat give you?
I get a pool of 3 luck points per long rest, and that I can use to re-roll d20s on attack rolls, I believe saving throws, stuff like that, at my discretion. Before I know the results of a roll, I can choose to re-roll it and use the other one if I want.
Perfect. So that the first thing I need to do is attack you 3 times really quick.
Really quick.
Yeah, get those knocked off.
And they have plus 20 to hit for those first 3 rounds.
It just happened, magic. No, that happens. That's cool.
Now their spells ended, so now it's normal.
All right, awesome. Well, great job to finish. That's cool. All right, moving on. Let's just talk about previously what happened last week, and we'll try to get Eric up to speed on what's going on with his character. So you can see that the group began outside of Connieberry, recovering from their journey into the town. Determined to find Agatha and find the long wreath journal, the party entered Connieberry just long enough to find the trail. The trail was slightly hidden to the north, but you're able to find it with Sister Guerrero's direction and where you were looking. The group you encountered a strange shaped tree thing that was formed of the same material as antlers. Like it was just like formed out of the ground. It was kind of rising out, and there was also the shadowy creature near it that you ended up having to defeat. From there, you walked forward, you walked north, and you saw that the forest began becoming darker and closing in around you. And the narrow trail led to a circular warren where the forest sort of wrapped around this circular enclosure. You entered that grove, and there you met with this strange spirit of Agatha. Now, at first, you decided you would compliment her, but she didn't like that. She didn't like to be complimented, as Flander found out, because she has a problem. Her comb has gone missing, and she has mentioned that she is, or probably is, associated with Soon, the goddess of beauty. She said that she walked north from here, and she entered into some place, saw herself, and died. And she is so distraught and forlorn, without having her comb, you don't think she can answer any of your questions. So you decided to do what all good adventurers do and bundle yourselves up and head north. You didn't have to go long until you found this strange temple. It had these weird walls around it and this circular tower, looked about 60 feet tall. And that tower was formed of the same antler material as that tree you saw earlier.
Was that foreshadowing?
Might have been foreshadowing. I do a lot of that. That's what I do. I have a lot of time in the weekends. So you approached that and you saw a pair of double doors. Now those double doors were made of this black kind of petrified wood, and there were silver antlers on there. You discovered that those were the symbol of Bashaba. So she's the goddess of unluckiness. She's the maiden of misfortune. She is in every way the antithesis to Sister Gariel's god. So goddess. So you know that where Sister Guriel's goddess is the goddess of luck, this is kind of like the goddess of unluckiness. You entered into the temple, and there you found a petrified man, and you found a few items on the desk, including a electrum coin, some notes, a tipped over little cup. You left all those alone except for you read some of the journal, and found out this character's name was Saul Vance. He's petrified in a way that he also looks like he was made out of that same antler material, except for he has a vest or a piece of armor over the top that didn't turn into that. From there, when you went to mess with that desk, suddenly emerged a skeletal creature that then seeped through with some more of this antler stuff and formed into this ogre zombie. You faced off against the ogre zombie and finally defeated it. While that happened, the doors slammed closed, locking you inside. So right now, we're going to now add Eric. We're going to add your character right here, and we're going to put you right at the front door here. We'll drop you right there. So drop yourself in, and we can go.
Oh, and Flander made Gashar really big, and he was excited about it.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
that's cool.
Yeah, big
Enlarged is gonna
Gashar.
be fun.
Kaiju Gashar. It was
Smash it
amazing.
over.
I'm so excited about it.
that's awesome.
I hope you all get to be twice your size as well.
Yeah, mostly it was his ego enlarging, but
Yeah.
his body got a little bigger. Okay, so
Ego
given
enlarged by 16 times.
that,
2 times the height, 8 times the weight, 16 times the ego. Got it.
perfect. All right, given that, what are you guys going to do now?
Who's going to touch that coin?
I want to go and inspect this chess piece that's sitting on the petrified man.
The what?
The chess
Breastplate.
piece that's on the
Oh,
breastplate on
the
petrified
breastplate.
man.
Okay, sure, absolutely. All right. As I scroll up to my copious notes here,
Is anything else on him not petrified? Like, does he have clothes or anything like that?
they all appear to be like part of this petrification. They all seem to be,
Weird.
but this thing over the
Shows
top,
the breastplate isn't.
right, is not. So the question will be why.
Eternally rock hard.
All right.
Gashar gets into a defensive stance. This other things jumped up and started attacking us. In
The
this room.
last time anyone
All
messed with
right.
that.
So this breastplate is formed of silver, and there are a pair of antlers on the chest.
Nope.
And
Becky
it appears
starts
to
with a
be
dodge.
just over the top. You think you can pull this breastplate right off of this thing? It doesn't look like it's attached or solidified into the man at all with this Saul Vance.
Gashar dodges.
All right, while you dodge, you can do that. There's also some papers, and you looked at one of the papers already. You saw a note.
I don't think we should touch any of this until we know what if they are cursed or something. This
You
man
saw-
seems to have had
You said there's a
something bad
note.
happen to him.
There's a bunch of papers. in this.
Yeah, you had-
Somebody
I
read
believe-
it. We read it. though.
Yeah, you read it.
That's the
And
stuff we read.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can reread it if you want me to. Otherwise, yeah, it was
No.
signed Saul Vance, Worm Luck of Bashaba.
If it was the stuff we read, not
Yeah.
something different.
There's some other papers there you can go and read if you want, or shuffle through. That's perfectly
I thought
fine.
we shuffled through all of them.
Give me a search roll. I don't recall if you did a search roll.
That's
or-
why. That's why I'm like,
you looked.
I
I
would
just told you
rather-
what it was, and you picked it up, but I don't think you actually did a search. So give me an investigation roll. To search this.
investigation.
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
Oh, that's not as terrible as of things. 20.
Ooh.
Perfect. So you look at this book that he has, and you start investigating the book itself instead of just picking it up and reading what's on there. And you can see that tucked within these pages of this bound book, and it looks to be thick and aged with the edges kind of crimpling a little bit. You see that there are 2 sheets or sheafs of paper that slide out from them. When you look at them, they appear to be embossed with the writings and etches of mystic writing.
So a scroll.
They look like 2 separate scrolls. Yes. These scrolls appear to contain divinely inspired writings. Yeah,
Just
you're gonna
kidding.
rip them up. Nice.
And watch.
Finnis will walk over and
Watch
take a
finish.
look.
Go.
Finnis wants to take a look at those.
Yeah,
Sure.
she nonchalantly hands them to him. I think these are for you.
All right, you want to take a look at those scrolls?
Yeah.
All right, with your knowledge of the divine casting, you can see that you can easily identify these. One is a scroll that will animate the dead,
Ooh.
and another one is a scroll called Gentle Repose.
Nice.
To repose and animate dead. Okay. These are aligned with undead. I will be keeping hold of these. You should not fall into the wrong hands.
All right.
Hemo, who's got one sword out and is fidgeting with a couple of dancing lights, is gonna go give a exploratory prod at the. You said the ogre zombie was created by some of this stuff.
The ogre zombie was created on the other side of the room, and it had happened as a reaction or close to when the stuff on the desk was being messed with. You don't know exactly what caused it, but you know that it was made right here. It was made by this pile of stuff here.
Well, I think he's going to go over and just start prodding at the stuff with his scimitar.
Sure. Why don't you give me?
He's going to try to figure out what it is.
Sure. Give me a. Why don't you give me a knowledge arcana?
Arcana.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
All right. These appear to be just components or pieces that would be used to build or animate a dead of some sort.
So it's like flesh?
Yeah, they're pieces of bone. That's all you see.
Ooh.
You don't see any flesh at all, just bone.
A big old pile of bones.
Now, you weren't here for the game, but I will remind everybody else that ogre, when it rose, it was bones, and then this material, this antler material, oozed out like butter to fill it in, and then it was, and it had some weird flesh.
The root-like things coming in here, is that also sort of the keratin material?
It is.
The antler stuff?
And at one time it moved.
It did move.
It did animate at one point. I wouldn't get that close.
Hemo backs off a few.
Waves.
10
What are
feet.
you doing?
The woods are not supposed to be like this. It's all wrong. The woods are all wrong. Not a fan.
Noted.
Let's search this rest of this building for this code and get out of here.
Bashar goes over and looks at that
Agreed.
coin on the corner of the desk.
Flander, can you detect magic?
Hemo says, in the interest of time, I'm just gonna. He fishes out the Wand of Secrets and steps to the center of the room and casts it. If a secret trap or door is within 30 feet of me, the wand should pulse and point to the one nearest to me. And it's got 1 out of 3 charges left, so I'll spend the last one.
Well, you did rest beforehand, so you can roll. You can roll a D3 to recharge.
Yeah. Wonder if that works.
Nice.
3.
So it's completely charged up at this point.
Okay, so
So,
I'll spend 1 charge.
You expend 1 charge and find nothing.
Well, usually this would point at like a trapdoor or something, so maybe it's just down the stairs.
Stairs it is.
The stairs go up.
I mean, I point at the breastplate on the guy and I say, "Oh, I can tell you that is probably magic, considering
Well,
it is
I'm-
unaffected by his horrible fate."
I am willing to bet this cup and coin are as well. I do not really want to touch them.
Well, I could detect magic. I could do it not ritually. It would cost me a spell slot, that's all.
Oh, the first level spell for you?
Yep.
Ugh. That sucks.
Or free for 10 minutes, but we can check it out after we clear the building. I don't want any more zombies walking up on us.
Should I
No,
not pick
that
up
would
this
suck.
coin?
Do not touch
Definitely
the
not.
coin, Gishar.
What does it look like though?
It's an oak. I will give you the description as it was.
Because I recall you said something about working or continue working or like sort of rest.
You see, there is an electrum coin on the desk beside the book.
How common is Electrum in like normal circulation these days?
It's
10
it's
gold.
it's
Or
no, it's half. I think it's half of I think it's half a
half
gold. You have to look and look it up. I think it's worth like 2 silver or 4
I thought
silver.
Electrum was in between gold and platinum.
I don't
It's
recall.
in gold. It's in between gold and silver
That's what I
on
thought.
the
Is
little
it?
sheet.
So you know that this gold coin or this coin that is Electrum coin, it has the face of Timora on it.
Hmm.
I bet the other side has horns.
Don't touch the coin.
If you would have flipped it.
Hemo conjures his mage hand. Not even with this.
Hold on, let me just. I'm good. Finnis is going to kind of go ahead and cast resistance on you, Hemo.
Hemo's like
for it.
slowly reaching with the mage hand.
Gishar, back
It's
to
on the desk up here, right?
It's
You
at the
can
desk
add
on the north side of the building right here.
You can add a D4 to a saving throw of your choice.
Okay. Once before the spell ends. Okay. Cool. Hemo holds the hand out over the coin on the table and says, let's see if it is the unlucky one on the other side. And he picks up the coin with his mage hand from
You're
like
standing right there.
15
Philip.
feet.
You're
Oh, he'll wait for Wave to get out of the way. He'll say, this might explode. I don't know. Maybe you want to back up
Going
too,
to
Wave?
know what it says. Do it.
Okay, he picks it up.
You're gonna pick it up. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. You pick
He's
up
just
the
gonna
coin.
like turn it around in the light at a
Right.
distance.
You can see in the light as you see the glow on the other side. There is exactly what you thought, a pair of antlers.
Now, which one is which? Working or not?
You flip it on a thing. It is a very curious thing. It would be fun to play with. She reaches out for it.
Hemo will drop it into your hand with the mage hand. So
But
he
he-
floats it
She
over
does, she
and
does look at you before she does it and says, unless you want it.
it is half unlucky. It's yours.
Wait, we'll take it.
I
Perfect.
change my resistance to wave.
Oh, she's not going to use it
Good
Yeah.
luck, Wave.
yet.
Okay.
Wait, good luck. Unluck.
Does it feel magical?
Well, if you think that Electrum can empower you to be magical, then maybe. But other than that, it seems like you have a coin in your hand.
That's fine.
All right.
She puts it in her pouch.
So I want you to do what I want you to do is I want you to roll me a D2.
Who?
Well,
I'm going to ask Wave to roll a D2.
no particular reason that it's you versus anyone else.
Roll D4, 1 to 2.
Okay. And what'd you roll?
2. So 1.
Okay. You see Wave drops. She literally just drops.
Gishar run over.
Hemo, use your hand to get the coin off of her.
It's in her pocket right now.
Yeah.
Gishar runs over and looks at her. She breathing?
She looks like she's breathing.
Sort of.
Hemo will, I guess, try to fish the coin out of her pocket. He hasn't gone far, and he was watching her when he gave it to her. He'll
Yeah,
try
you-
to fish
you
the
can-
coin out of her pocket with his mage hand.
Well, your mage hand can't do delicate things like open pouches, I don't believe.
Ah, crap.
You could open the bout pouch though and reach in and grab it.
Dump the pouch over the floor. That's what Finnis will run up and do. Run up and
All right,
scatter
Finnis,
the coins
You
across the
grab
room.
it, you dump the pouch onto the floor. Roll me a D2.
Damn.
What is happening?
A 3, so 2.
All right, nothing happens.
The coin should be on the floor. Don't go near it.
As well as all the contents of whatever is in Waif's pouch.
I'm looking that up right now.
Hemo's looking through the contents to try to find the coin and separate it out and get
All
it
right,
to
you-
he's gonna float it to the other side of the room if he can find it.
All right. All I need you to do.
Don't touch it.
All I need you to do is make
You
me.
think I would?
All I need to do is make me a dexterity savings throw of 5.
Okay. Oh.
What'd you roll?
Natty 1.
I
Oh, maybe. Hold on.
have nothing for that. I've got nothing.
All right.
I
roll me
Took
a
my
D4.
resistance off you.
Roll me a
A
D4.
spell? No, nothing. Roll a d4.
Yep.
Oh, 1.
All right. You're moving these coins, and you're trying to go through because of everything's kind of piled up. You're kind of moving it, and when you do it, trying to be careful. You're as you're moving, you must be a little bit quicker than you thought because you hit that coin and it flips over and lands. It lands with the horns up, and when you do, you see Hemo just drops. You see it and you drop.
Nobody touch the coin.
I want to cast Spare the Dying as a cantrip on both of them, just in case.
Okay, you cast Spirit of the Dying. Now, what does Spirit of the Dying do?
And the
Stabilize
creature
something?
becomes stable.
Okay. All right, you've done that.
Flander takes a handkerchief and throws it over the coin.
Okay. You now have a handkerchief covering this random coin. Are you going to pick that coin and the handkerchief up?
Stay away from it.
Don't
Yeah,
touch
then we're
it.
just going to stay away from it.
It's like a spider under a cup. Just don't. Let's leave it.
I'm going to try to wake up Waif since I was the first person I looked at, with the assumption that she's sleeping because I saw this happen a bunch of times in our party
Absolutely.
previously.
Begin
So
shaking
he's just like
her.
slaps her once. Wake up! Actually, you even slept. You last time you did this, you
I
attacked
slept
me.
through it.
You
Wow,
attacked me
yeah.
afterwards, but he tries it again. Regardless, she didn't hit me last time.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
go to
priceless boss.
you go to
behind me.
you go to shake him, or you go to shake her, and nothing happens.
Wake up! She's not waking up.
What are you going to do? Now you see that Hemo and Waif are now randomly unconscious by flipping this coin.
I think I have.
What did the paper say? It was either he was going to work, or he was going to go join. What's her face?
Or get called home.
Called home.
This is not good.
What specifically did it say though? He'll go try to find the paper again to look through
It says, "Yes, it is done, my lady. I praise you. Let this temple be here for all time, swallowing those unfortunate enough to stumble upon it. Now my work is done. My life's ambitions have been complete. It is now up to you to decide my fate. Let this coin determine if I continue your work or finally get called home."
Continue her work. Continue your work was the
Yeah, continue your
the
work.
deities, or get called home. And it was before it had her
These
face
two
on
have
it.
not been called home.
No, what you saw the coin had Timora's face.
The
Or
face
Timora's
was up on it. Yeah,
right. Yes.
And then later, we've seen the other side now is the horns.
yes,
And with the horns, they've gone unconscious basically.
correct.
I'm going to use my Celestial Legacy trait and cast Lesser Restoration on Waif. And see if that clears it.
What is that? What does lesser restoration allow you to do?
Touch creature and either end one of the either one disease or condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. So if it's not that, it won't do anything, but that's all I got to try.
All right. You're going to cast that on who?
Waif.
All right. Waif wakes up.
Waif,
I'm not sitting on you this time.
Why am I on the ground?
why did you grab the coin?
You fell asleep.
It seemed like
So Hemo's out too, right?
Yeah, Finnis will run over to Hemo.
Yeah, he goes, Hemo flipped it by accident. It landed on the antlers. You must have dropped it on antlers in your pocket. It's magic.
Heads you win, antlers you lose.
I'll need more time to repair that spell again. I kind of like cast as a racial thing once a day, and I don't have it memorized as a normal spell to cast.
What are you going to do? You seem to like you're trapped in this room.
Well, we were going to check upstairs, were we not?
You're going to tuck Hemo in, give him a little bit of
The
little
weekend
lady.
at Bernie's
Yeah,
treatment.
go check upstairs. He'll be fine down here.
Certainly.
Trust me.
Just put him on the desk.
Have this one carry him. He's strong. Pointing at Bashar.
What if we put the coin in his hand and then fold his hand around it and then flip his hand over?
Well, I have no idea what happened when I was out, but apparently bad
It
things.
seems like a bad idea.
Any kind of
Let's
contact
give
with
him
the
a
coin,
bit
I
of
think, will
time.
not do us any good.
I tried to wake you up through normal means and it did not work. Oh, Hemo, it was nice knowing you.
So I was unconscious. I did not. It was like I just all of a sudden I was on my back.
Yeah, you
just-
were unaware of anything that was going on during that period of
Yeah,
time.
it's just all of a
Okay.
sudden I'm on my back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I have lesser restoration as well. I can cast that.
There we go.
All right.
Sweet.
All right, you're able to cast that for sure. You cast Lesser
Mhm.
Restoration, and Hemo, you also wake up.
What the hell is wrong with this place?
Stop touching the
It's
coin.
bad luck to touch
I
the
was
things.
gonna touch it with the not touching so that nobody else touched it. I
think the
didn't mean
magic
to.
Saw through that.
yes, it was my fault. I apologize.
We just gotta find this comb and get out of here.
Waif, do you want the rest of your stuff? Just don't
I
touch
think-
that one.
I think the effect triggered when it left your hand.
That makes
Well,
sense.
then it's not going back in my hand anytime soon.
All right.
But
let's
if you
go
could
upstairs.
hold on to it indefinitely
Hmm.
and pass
need-
it off. I wonder if it works if it's passed. We should do some science.
I need these. I need
Perhaps,
both of them.
perhaps on our way out.
All right.
Let's go upstairs. Guys.
So are you going to go out? Are you going to mess with this coin?
Let's go up.
We're going to go upstairs.
All
Let's
right.
clear the rest of this building and find a way out of here.
Is anyone else not going upstairs? Kind of give me the order on the map as you is somebody
Finnis-
going up specifically, or are you going to go up together? Or how,
Finnis will trudge up in front with his shield raised.
If Finnis
dodge.
goes in front, Hemo will kind of look out for zombies in back.
Gishar's in second.
Wait, we'll take third.
All right, I'm going to move to the next level of the map, and from there
Yes, I'll go
we'll
with you.
have you move on to that. 1 second.
And I will follow Waif.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm revealing the level 2 of the map, and go ahead and put yourself on the steps. You're going up. So this will be the bottom piece, and this will be the upper piece of the map. So you're
Oh.
approaching this. So this is the bottom of the steps. This is the higher end of the steps. So go ahead and put yourself in there. I believe that Finnis is leading the way.
I left a space for him.
Hemo's taking the rear guard.
Perfect.
It's not because he's scared of this haunted forest.
Finnis, do you want to move your character over
because
here?
you're
I believe
scared?
you're in front.
It's not. I'm not scared at all of this haunted forest. He's like white knuckling his scimitars.
It's
Nice.
just because you're scared.
All right, as you rise up, you approach this. I'll kind of reveal a little bit more about what you see here. All right, what you see, Finnis, as you approach, is you see remnants of these tree-like antlers reaching out. However, the strange thing is on the floor, there's a shadow of an antler that is sort of spinning and crawling throughout the whole floor as you approach. The other odd thing you see is that there is these polyps or these little what you'd consider like mushroom-like things clinging to parts of the branches. Also, at
Ooh,
the
magic
very
mushrooms.
at the very edge here, you see a statue. That statue is of Ilmater, god of endurance. You can see this. You can see the symbol has these hands bound at wrists like this. There's like a tie in it. Now it's all stone, but you know from your history that they normally have red bound hands. But that's what you can see of the statue. Though the map may have just a statue icon. My maps aren't always 100% accurate. They're more like symbols or icons for the game. So that's what you see as you peek up there. Now feel free to run straight into my trap. Especially preferably with your guard down.
Don't take a dodge action.
Yeah, your dodge action just makes my work more difficult. All right. So given that you're sitting at the end of the steps here, what do you want to do?
Well, I am going to take a dodge action, and I'm going to walk up there, and I'm going to tell everybody there's a shadow. Avoid it for now.
So kind of give me. So you're going to move to there.
I'll move about to here.
All right, hold on. So move your
What's
first.
the lighting like up here? Is it
There
still
is
on a dim
there is
edge?
no lighting. Well, now
have the
there's a
torch.
bunch of lighting from Gashar.
Also take a dodge.
I'm going to move here for a second. Check. All right. I will reveal more of this area. All right. Now, to be clear, this wall right here, this here goes down, right? That's underneath it. So this, you don't know really what's around this corner, but
Got it.
to be clear, that's what you see. You see these 4 statues here, these two statues, this statue, and you see a broken
Broken one?
statue.
Yeah.
You also see these little polypy things underneath you. Throughout most of the ground, you see this weird shadow of what these antler things are, but it's moving and writhing on the floor. You don't see anything that would be causing the shadow in the room. You just see that it's
There's a gobo in the skylight.
This is fine.
right.
We have fought shadows before.
It's a floater.
The rest of this place has no light in it. It's just this dim gray that is the only light you're getting is from Gashar's halo from his torch.
Yep.
So the shadows on the floor are obviously not natural.
Correct.
Since there's no light source above us. Ooh.
Right. They're just moving throughout this whole
And I
area.
assume there's still shadowy even by me, like under my feet, or near, I should say, within the 20-foot radius.
Correct. They're just
Still shadowy?
moving. Yeah.
And are they over the entire every inch of floor?
They're moving
They will
across the
writhe
floor.
and eventually
Yeah, they're
over.
moving like slowly and around. Although the map shows you just a specific
Yeah.
area, they're just like drifting and moving.
For sure, I'll keep his dodge and I'll take a 5-foot step in so he lights up a little bit more. Maybe to get in a better picture of this shadow or this broken statue up
Perfect.
here.
As your light gets closer, you can see a little bit more about what these statues are. You can see the far left one is Shantae, goddess of agriculture, and you can see that's represented by this plaque with this sheaf of grain. You can see next to that one is Denier, god of writing, and that's a lit candle. And then the one that's broken, you're not sure of because it's tipped over and it's in pieces. And then next to that one is Ilmater,
Endurance,
god of
you
endurance.
said? Yeah, so agriculture, writing, endurance, and we don't know the third one.
Correct. That's what you see.
Kendall starts looking at the shadows, but he's got his
Likely
torch.
helm.
Hmm?
Likely helm.
Hmm.
It's possible.
Anybody else have an idea?
Flander, I believe it is time you should cast your detect magic.
Okay, then.
What are you going to do,
Cast.
sir?
Or soon. Likely
I'm
soon.
going to cast Detect Magic.
All right, you going to take the 10-minute action to cast detect magic, or are you going to cast it as a first level spell?
I think I'm going to cast it as a first level spell.
All right, the duration is 10 minutes of concentration.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Your head explodes.
Everything is super
I can't
magic.
concentrate that hard.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
so I move to here.
So you're going to move to there. Perfect. You move into the room. You just look around with your vision, and you can see that that there is a minor enchantment on the 3 statues, but the broken statue has no enchantment on it.
Okay. They are enchanted. The broken one is not.
What type of enchantment?
You should be able to tell the school at least.
And would that be enchantment?
Looking at the school, you think that the school is enchantment.
Okay. I believe the school is enchantment. This is the one here that is the god of writing.
All right, let me make sure I know where
Yep.
you're going here.
That one.
Where you
Yeah.
where yes. The second one is the god of writing. What are you going to do? You can see from your area because it's a 30-foot thing, it's 30 foot of magic,
Okay.
right? So that's about the most you're going to see.
Okay, I'm going to take another step up here. No, what did I see? Oh, this again.
Dennis also wants to just start sneaking around the backside, trying to avoid that shadow.
Yeah, I'm going to try to avoid the shadow, and I'm going to try to move towards the god of writing.
All right,
stand in front of it.
You're where are you going to? So you were here, and you're going to move like
Yep.
through here up like that.
It's sort of around through here, trying to avoid the shadow.
All right. You easily can step over it as it's moving. You know, it's not moving that fast, and you can easily avoid it. All right, you walk up to there. What are you going to do? Finnis, in the meantime, you've moved to here, right?
Yes.
What I think, Finnis, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to make me a savings throw. I would like you to make me a Constitution savings throw.
Oh no, I'm going to use a luck point on that natural one.
Okay, you roll the 1, and you got 1 of your luck points. Go ahead. You might be able to use all 3 of your luck points here in one shot.
16.
All right. Well, here's what happens. See this little plant thing that's sitting next to you that you're
Yeah.
kind of stepped over. As you walk under it, it explodes into a cloud of about 3 to 4 feet of green gas and evaporates almost instantly around you. But you can feel it slightly burning your nose. You dodge out of the way, but nothing happens to your character. Finnis is
Beware of the
okay, but you
mushrooms.
definitely you're like, what is that? All right, what is the rest of you guys gonna do? Flander, you go up to this thing and you see that it is a statue. It has the symbol of the god of agriculture, I believe. That's if I said that right. Genny or god of writing. That's who it is in front of you.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, I'm going to take a writing quill, a
Okay.
piece of parchment, and put them together,
All right.
put them in front of the god of writing, and step back.
All right, you do so. You now have on the floor your writing utensil on the piece of paper in front of the god of writing. Next to that, you can see that there's a statue that's been broken apart. To your left and to your far right are 2 more statues, though they are currently glowing because you have concentration on in enchantment.
Mhm.
Hemo, knowing that these statues are enchanted now, is gonna step around the mushrooms and try to approach the statue of Ilmater.
Okay. Statue
And-
of Ilmater, I believe, is the first one. Let me confirm that. Is the last one, the one that you're almost in front of now. Yes.
Okay. So he's going to stand in front of Ilmater and hold up his arms scarred from hundreds of reps of juggling sharp objects.
All right.
And says, Ilmater, god of endurance, I have suffered for my art. Please bear witness to the fruits of my suffering.
All right. I'll have you roll me.
Nemo's just kind of spitballing.
I'll have you roll a wisdom. So just roll me a wisdom score, D20 plus your wisdom bonus.
Okay, so that's a 17 minus 1.
16.
16.
All right. You do that, and you have said those things to this piece of stone, and the piece of stone answers you back as most pieces of stone would, with a stone cold look. It's going full Steve Austin on yourself, stone cold. So what are you gonna do?
Let's see where
I-
upstairs.
Probably doesn't care for artists anyways.
Yeah, I'm going
right.
to take my paper and my quill,
Okay.
and I'm going to write down a line of one of my songs.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to, right after that, this is my gift to, what is the god's name again?
This is my
To this
this
guy here.
Denier.
To Zenier, the god of writing, and then sign my name to it.
Perfect.
And put it
you
in
do
front of
that,
it.
you lay it at its feet, and nothing happens.
Waif leans over to Kishar. Why are they offering worship to a different god in a temple to Bashaba? That seems unwise. She's going to carefully make her way over to the broken statue.
Kishar, come
And-
with you. That's exactly what he was thinking.
All right, the two of you can approach by and avoid the
Polyps, and the
polyps. Yep.
shadow.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
So go ahead and move yourself over there. And what are you guys going to do? You
And
reach
dodging.
this. Okay, you reach this statue. What are you going to do?
I'm looking around for a corpse, frankly, but
All right,
and also any sign of what the statue may or who the statue may have been in
Perfect.
honor of.
You see that this is a statue that has been broken apart in 3 clean places. They're very cleanly broken apart. It is a coin, and it is, you believe that this is a face-up coin, and it is of the goddess of Timora. It has been broken apart in three clean spots and is laying behind me.
Wait, is Timora the goddess of luck?
Mhm.
Haha. Shall we put it back together?
Let us wait.
And then we could sort of tell it a story like these two are?
Well,
That-
Tamora's
worked
done
so
more
well,
for
hasn't
me.
Yes. Wait, nope.
Tamora's done more for me than Ilmater here, it seems. So
All right, what's your plan then? Gonna leave it alone? You're gonna put it back together? You're gonna break up smaller pieces?
Hemo gets in position to hoist up the first piece and to start reassembling it.
Kishar will help.
All right, what I need you to do is I need you to roll me a skill roll.
This is the top floor of the tower.
Oh,
No,
okay, which skill?
You don't know. You haven't investigated the whole tower.
Actually,
Okay.
we kind of have an angle. Can we see if the stairs are going up over here?
You believe that there might be some more stairs going up there.
Okay.
You believe that you're on the second floor. You probably have additional stairs.
And I'm
going
going to
up.
help as my action, help Hemo, so he should have advantage on whatever skill roll he's doing.
I need you to do a mason check for me. Do you have a mason skill?
No.
Like a refreshing session, Mason.
Yeah. Or any mason tools that can help you?
Or
Uh,
magical repair.
not particularly. I do have some.
That's nice.
The best I could do is I could use my length of silken rope to try to bind it together sort of temporarily. So maybe with Geshar's help, I could offer him a rope and say, just wrap it around so it doesn't slide off.
All right. So you don't have any artisan's tools and mason and be able to use masonry tools. All right. So what
No,
you're
I've
going to
got
need to
some
do
climbing gear.
perfectly perfect. So give me a athletics check.
Okay.
So we can do this with advantage, right? So I'm helping.
You're going to help him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go to give me an athletics check with advantage because you're getting Yashar to help you out.
Ooh, that's a 23, natural 20.
Nice.
That's the spirit.
The two of you work together to reassemble this statue. You first begin to put the bottom piece on and then the second piece. However, when you go to put the third piece on, just before you're going to set it in place, a mystic blue energy between the two actually pulls it together as if it was magnetically pulled. And when it does it, Graham, Flander immediately sees that this broken statue becomes enlightened with the magical energies that only your character can see. It is also enchantment. And at that point, a radial blast fills this chamber. Graham, Flander is the only one who sees it. The rest of you sort of feel this burst of gushing of air go. And all of you are now under the bless spell.
Ooh,
Better than
sweet.
Bane.
All right. That's what happens.
Wow.
Mm.
Good work.
Hemo draws a silver piece from his pouch and lays it at the altar to Tamora and says, well, It looks like your luck is holding out.
All right.
Thank you.
You now are all under the bless spell. What are you going to do from here?
Is that once that we can use it basically?
No.
Roll a d4 it looks like and add it to the attacker.
It's up to a minute.
Nope. Yeah, it'll last
next
for a
10
duration.
rounds.
Oh yeah, I see. Up a minute. Okay.
So what are you going to do?
I think we should book it upstairs and take advantage of this.
Mhm.
Very well.
I agree.
Hey, I feel lucky. Let's go.
Go look
You
I
feel
upstairs.
roll
lucky.
up my parchment
you
and
see
my
the-
quill, and I just say, "Well,
Do anything
God
happen
doesn't
to
want
the
my
shadow?
gift."
No, it's still there. What's that, Graham?
I roll up my parchment and my quill. Say, God does not wish to accept this gift.
Maybe Flander, your writing was a gift from Denier. Maybe giving him your art is regifting.
Oh,
It's very possible. All right.
I'm no cleric, though.
Sure, we'll actually find a spot where the shadow is moving across the floor, and he'll actually try to touch his torch to it.
Or maybe
Which
my
would
writing
do,
is not
if I
worthy.
were to do it to somebody, it would do 1 point of damage, fire
Sure.
damage to him.
I need you to give me a touch attack.
Okay.
So what I need you to do is just make me melee.
My
strike.
monk unarmed
Yeah,
strike. Well,
yeah, your
it's a
melee.
similar idea.
You know, it's not a your torch weapon is not
not.
unarmed. It's basically considered a improvised weapon for you. It'll do D4 fire damage if you hit them.
The torch just says it does 1,
Okay,
but so even worse.
that's fine.
Just a melee attack. I'm looking
Yep.
for the.
Just a melee attack.
I thought I had one here.
Well, it's just going to be a strength attack, really, because you're not proficient in attacking with torches, are you?
No. Oh, but I can use dex with it, can't I?
Sure.
It's just okay. So just a straight dex attack then. 10.
Nice. You touch it and nothing happens.
All right.
Let's go. See where Holland is.
All right.
The Hemo has the firebolt cantrip. He'll blast the shadow once to see if that helps Kishar. I don't know.
All right. You blast the shadow. It strikes the area where the shadow kind of is, and the shadow keeps moving, and you cause the most minor of damage to the floor.
Yeah. Oh well, I've got infinite of those.
All right. We carefully
Are
run
you
over
going
here.
to cast it about 30? How about for 10 more minutes? You want to keep casting?
Does the stairs actually go up over here?
They do.
Hemo got bored after the first one.
Emo's chaotic too, isn't he?
A little.
Just a little. All right. I will reveal the stairway up to the next section for that you're going to head up.
You should take
Hemo will take rear guard.
torch. I can see much.
It's an important job, I swear.
in color.
Fine. I'll wait for you. He'll sort of pause as he hits the first step, and he looks back at you. Fine. Go ahead.
And
I will catch up. Haha. I'm fast.
And I will stop concentrating on that spell.
Perfect. All right. And we're missing somebody on the steps. Who's going first? Is that going to be Flander or Finnis?
Finnis, you said you were taking a lead, right?
yeah.
I'll be behind
I was
finish.
gonna say I think wait.
All right, wait, go ahead and put yourself kind of just on the edge of the map where we're going to be at the bottom there. All right,
My Zoom levels were past 9,000. So
all right, Finnis, are you going to walk up to the top of the steps here? All right, let me reveal what you see here. All right, Finnis, when you look around this corner, you can see several tables that you can see. These tables have basins of some sort. You see a knife in this particular basin right here. You see these red lines. They're actually red banners, and on the banners are black antlers on each one of them.
Uh-oh.
You see what appears to be probably a coffin of some sort right here with it's probably a glass top. And you see the very edges of yet another of these antler tree things clinging out. That's what you see as you first walk up before you actually walk into the room and trigger your obvious probable demise.
This is fine.
probable demise.
Question on behalf of them, since they're looking at this: are the antlers moving up here?
You don't see them doing anything right now. They're just seem to be hanging. They're just chilling.
Ominously not moving.
Finnis will walk towards this first table.
All right. When you do so, I will reveal the rest of the moon.
Has any good group ever had ominous looking red banners? I mean,
Well,
this is a literal red flag, right?
now you say it, it does kind of look that way. Okay.
Well, you have a red cloak on. What are you complaining?
All right. Gashar's
You got
still
a
down
red
there. The
flag
rest
yourself?
of you walk into the room.
He catches up a little. What do you see?
All right. What you see here now is the
Nothing
rest
now.
of these basins that you see here are similar. I'll finish. I'll give you more description in a second. You also see additional 3 other of these sarcophagi or coffins or something like that. They have glass tops in them. You haven't looked at them yet. There's another one of these basins over here. This tree isn't here. But what you see, the most notable part here are 2 things. The first thing you see is that in the center of this room is a petrified woman, but she is petrified in a way that the same man below was petrified. She is petrified in a way that she is all formed of this antler material. However, she has on herself a thin, looks like a surcoat or a jacket, and it's more like a veil, almost like a dress that's hanging over. It's very, very thin. That is not magical, or that is not transformed into this sort of material, but she certainly is. And you see her staring as she looks. She is staring here at this solid platinum square on the wall. Finnis, you have walked up to this basin. You can see that this basin here has this particular one jar here. This jar has in it dried blood.
Ooh. How about this one?
This has nothing in it. This one has dried blood. This one has nothing in it.
Does it look to be like very old dried blood? Or
Yes,
okay,
it does.
there were clearly some dark rituals performed here.
Wait, what did that lady say? The ghost?
Don't look at the reflection.
She said
It would
she
go
saw
black.
herself and died.
Oh, platinum is a mirror.
Don't-
Yes.
Yeah,
It is reflective.
just don't look that way.
Okay. Don't.
Was
do
there
that.
a mirror downstairs with petrified guy? Well, how did he see him?
You did
No.
not see a mirror downstairs.
Do we recall if the coin was maybe shiny?
It isn't. It's an electrum piece. It doesn't look it doesn't look indistinguishable from any other electrum pieces that you saw, other than the fact it was stamped on 2 sides, one with the Timora and the other one with the antlers, which you think are Bashaba.
Was that guy looking at anything in particular?
No.
Huh.
Finnis wants to go inspect the petrified lady, avoiding eye contact with the slab, but it wants to look for a comb nearby.
All right. All right. Go ahead and move yourself to where you're going to move to.
So where's the
Was
lady
she
again?
like over here?
Oh, I didn't have her on the map. I apologize. I will bring her to the actual layer here, and you'll be able to see her. Boom. And with
Yeah.
that, we roll initiative.
Oh,
Mhm. Okay.
Now you've done it.
Oh boy. Oh,
And by it, I mean roll
perfect
pretty low.
initiative.
Nice.
Oh man,
All right, Waif, what'd you get?
8.
Right, Gashar, what'd you get?
6.
Flander, what'd you get?
12.
Wow. Hemo, what'd you get?
Chemo got a 7.
And Finnis, what'd you get?
20.
Nice. There you go. All right. Can you see the line that appears? And I will actually draw it in a different color so that you can see it more readily than that appears. And it's similar to the type of energy wave you saw when you hit that room in that one town and back in the town when you hit the window and you hit the door,
Yeah.
the energy that appeared. But this one, it ripples as Hemo's in the way and thrusts him forward. At the same time, as you move forward from this area here, these tentacles begin writhing Hold on.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge.
And when they do, they reach out and attack Gashar. Gashar, give me a rough save, please. I have to make it to hit roll, but you get a rough
Dexterity
save.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
There we go. 21.
Okay. What happens is these things reach out and lash at you. All right. What happens is they restrict you as if you're grappled because they make a grapple check on you. But anything additionally that was going to happen didn't appear to happen right now. All right. So they basically reach out. You are now considered grappled. All right.
Oh, they got me?
Yeah, they did. They attacked you as a grapple. They hit you, but there are other things that could happen that you made your save for.
Oh,
Okay.
Would I not do an athletics or an acrobatics check to dodge the grapple?
What's that?
Isn't a grapple a contest?
Yeah, but I won. You rolled a 21, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but if it was a grapple, I would have had an extra 2 with my acrobatics, excuse me, which should have been a 23.
Okay, then you make it.
Oh, that was
Okay.
that difference?
Yep. So,
Close.
all right. So this thing reaches out towards you and you roll what?
23.
23 on your athletics, right? And if this thing reaches out and misses you. All right. With
So
that,
close, but
right. Now,
okay.
from here, you're going to notice the glass that was over the top of each of these sarcophagus melts away. And from there sits up 4 creatures. As they sit up, you see that these are skeletal creatures, but they are made of this kind of amberish, weird material. And you can see immediately that they are actually formed of the same antler type of material as everything else in this place. And they sit up and they leap out. They have nothing but hands, claws. That's all they have.
That's all they need.
Right. Finnis, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
Finnis will step back to here in front of the group with his shield raised and cast a guiding bolt at this guy here.
Perfect. Give me the guiding bolt check.
That is not great. I'm going to try another luck point.
All right. Second
for
luck
my
point.
first level spell slot.
All right. Second luck point gets triggered. What happens?
A 21 to hit.
That 21 will hit it. How much damage do you end up doing to this thing?
The first damage roll I got was a 15.
All right. So you hit it for 15.
15, and then I also the next attack on that creature will have advantage.
Awesome.
It's 15 radiant, by the way.
Which creature?
This one.
The first one? Okay.
Yep. Yep. Okay. You hit it for 15 damage. Radiant doesn't do any additional damage to this creature. All right. That is
It's not resistant either.
Flander.
It's good to know.
Flander. What are you going to do?
Flander is going to step up.
That's good. You're going to step up to the game.
Yeah. Step up to here. Actually, no, here. And he's going to cast, and I need to check, see they're in range. Yes. I'm going to cast Bane on these 3, this one, and this one.
Perfect. What am I? It's my save is 13.
Yep.
All right.
Excuse me a moment.
Sure. One of them will fail. All right. That one is under the effect of Bane. Sweet. All right. After Finnis, we have.
Oh, I forgot. We're all blessed too. aren't we?
Flander,
Mhm.
we have Hemo. Yep.
And just to double check, is it just
It's a
one
D4
time?
every roll.
It's every time, right?
Mhm.
During bless?
Whenever you
Okay.
make an attack or save,
Excellent.
you add a D4. Sweet as hell.
Mhm.
Good job fixing.
Does it appear like the thing that attacked?
Oh, I apologize. It's Waif because Waif has 8 and then it's Hemo. My apologies.
Oh,
So Waif, what'd you get?
For what?
What are you going to do?
I'm attacking
Yeah. What are you attacking?
that same one that we've been ganging up on here.
Go for it.
That one.
Perfect.
20.
Armor class 20 hits it.
11 points of force damage.
All right, you hit this thing and it disintegrates. It literally just evaporates into nothing. Goes. And you see these flakes of energy just drift away into nothing. All right, Hemo, it is your turn.
I get temporary hit points for that.
Perfect. Yeah, take him.
Nice. Does it look like there's the thing that attacked Geshar has like a central body?
Yes, it does. There is itself a trunk, a creature. It's a moving, writhing, animated sort of thing. You could certainly try to attack it.
Does it look like if I moved up to here, does it look like it would be able to reach me from where it's at? It looks like it's got some amount of reach.
Yeah, it looks like it
Maxed
has
out
some
at
amount of
Geshar.
reach. You know that it reached for Geshar, and Geshar was next to it. Now you don't know if it can reach 2 squares from you or not, but you do see this right here, this piece that's sitting here.
All right. Well, I think Hemo's gonna back up to the wall then.
Okay.
And he's gonna fish that diamond that he pilfered out of his pouch.
Awesome.
Juggle it with a few of his regular mundane juggling balls, and then use that to cast Chromatic Orb at a first level at the thing. And I get to pick an element: acid, cold, fire, poison, lightning, or thunder.
Which one are you gonna pick?
I'm going to pick acid damage.
Acid damage. Awesome.
And the balls I'm juggling glow green, and then I toss a glob of acidic energy.
Boom. That it's a hit roll or a save for me.
Looks like I get a 2 hit. That's 16 to hit, and then it's 3d8 if that does hit.
Perfect. Give me some damage.
Oh man, 2 8s on the die, so that was 18.
18 points of damage.
18 points of acid damage. to
Nice.
this
You see
thing.
the thing hits part of this tree, and the tree just goes. You see the acid kind of eating it away, and it almost pulls away as if just melting away. It just melts away, and you don't even see any liquid or anything. It just kind of caves in. Part of the tree just kind of shrivels away as this antler material is just eaten away by the acid itself.
Awesome.
Right.
Does it seem just regular damage, or does it
No, he just seems like regular damage.
seem like it didn't resist it at all?
He didn't resist it, and you don't
That
think
works.
Yeah, perfect. All right, that brings us to
Are swords gonna work on this thing? This seems like the best choice.
Bashar. What are you gonna do?
Well, this did try to attack me, so I'm gonna step kind of in front of people, and I'm gonna try to take an attack back at it. With my
Perfect.
quarterstaff. So do that two-handed. Where did that go? There it is. Two-handed quarterstaff attack. Oh, I get to add a plus D4 for being blessed. I almost forgot that. There we go. Yes. So 15. Does 15 hit it?
A 15 does hit it. Yep.
Yes, for 9 points, and it is a magic weapon. If that makes a difference.
Perfect. And what type of damage do you do?
It's bludgeoning.
Okay.
Bludgeoning damage, and then he's going to use. Since this thing was. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what kind of damage does chromatic orb do? Does that do energy damage?
Acid.
Acid.
Oh,
you said.
acid,
Yeah.
yes.
Thanks for saying. You're right. Okay.
And then he'll do. He'll spend a key point to use his bonus action to start a dodge
All right.
as well.
Nice.
Awesome. Way to go.
So he
Okay,
steps
cool.
in front.
Way to go. Okay, cool. That was Gashar. That is now round refreshing.
What do we want to focus on?
All right, Gashar. First thing that happened is give me an opposed grapple check.
Okay, and a D4.
Come on, roll high.
13 this time.
All right, you see Gashar is grappled. Now I need you to make me a reflex save
Ooh, was that for the?
for another
damage or something?
event that will happen.
Gotcha. So straight dexterity. Roll 13 on that one.
Plus
All right.
D4.
Oh, plus a D4 for the save.
Yeah. Roll,
I feel
roll high,
blessed.
please. Come
16 total.
on. Okay. So here's what happens.
He's always sad when he gets us. Well, not sad. Sort of a
Is it enough?
You
disappointed.
see Gashar, this creature, this
Oh.
plant thing, grapples Gashar, pulls him back, and thrusts him into the mirror. Gashar will get launched into the mirror as if he himself has walked through some kind of a door that didn't exist. And when that happens, you see Gashar appears as a statue. Gashar, your
Oh, dear.
staff in your hand, everything else around you is completely enveloped as
Petrified,
a petrified image.
but the staff is not.
Oh,
The staff is
my
not.
God.
And you see this mirror begins pulsating. And you see it's the same blackish kind of waves that go through as if it's water rippling over the top of this platinum.
I don't think a lesser restoration will fix that.
Yashar, we'll get to you in a minute.
gonna
What
say, I have
happens?
ideas, but
Because there's
Not
something.
my turn anymore.
Something's going to happen here. On your turn, I'll show you what's going to happen.
Cool.
All right. The Bashaba's knights, on the other hand, are not going to just sit around watching this. They have stuff to do. So this one's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It moves to here. This one's going to move to here. It's going to move to here. All right. Each of these, this one is not doing anything yet, but these two are each. One is going to attack Hemo for sure.
Bring it.
Oh, I very, very badly miss. The other one is going to attack either Finnis or Flander. Finnis. No, I don't hit you either. All right. They both are scraping at you with their claws, but your defenses are up. Now, of course, Hemo has a sword to knock him away, but Finnis just uses that shield. He just puts it up and blocks him away. All right. That brings us to Finnis. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna swing at him. Warhammer one-handed 22 to hit.
That will hit. How much damage do
Don't
you
even need
do?
your bless.
9 bludgeoning.
9?
9. And then with my bonus action, I call forth my spiritual scythe.
Nice.
All right. You're going to cast. You're going to
Spiritual
cast
weapon.
spiritual weapon. Nice. All right. Let me put your spiritual weapon out for you.
You're gonna have it gang up on that one, or you're gonna put it in the way of the other one coming up?
I put it in the way of the other one.
Now, can it? Does it have eyes at all? Can it look in the mirror?
No.
I hope not.
Okay, good. Yeah, wouldn't recommend.
Drop it on there, and I will give it
Although I actually don't know
control.
what happened yet. We'll find out. Maybe it's fine. It's probably fine.
I was gonna try to like scuff up the mirror so that
Go ahead and
nobody could
Put it where you
see
want.
it.
Okay, I wanted to go right there in front of this guy, and it's gonna hit for a 21.
That's going to hit
6 points of force damage.
6 points of force damage. Nice. That brings us. Okay. This creature is hitting these things. They don't seem to appear to have any real resistances other than the fact that they're just formed of this kind of antlery material. But they move similar to what skeletons might move with, but they're raking at you with claws. They don't use any weapons at all. Cool. That is Finnis. That brings us to Flander. Flander, what are you going to do?
Flander looks at this guy here
Yes.
and he raises his finger and he traces a little symbol in the air, and he is now resistant to piercing, bludgeoning, or slashing damage.
The creature is.
No.
I am.
Yeah, you can.
Maybe.
Well, are you turning to? Maybe you're going to, pray to Bashaba. She
Yeah.
is.
She seems pretty badass.
All right, you give yourself a resistance to slashing, piercing,
Piercing and bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Like, what's the name of the spell you cast?
It is called Blade Ward.
Blade Ward. All right, cool.
Does it need
Is
to
this
be?
concentration, right?
I don't think so.
Does not say it.
It's
Nope.
not.
Duration
It's-
is
it's
one
a ca-
round.
No,
It
it's
lasts
a
for one round.
cantrip. So,
Oh, 1 round.
Yeah. So it'll last for one round.
Mhm.
Sure. Okay, cool. You cast that on yourself to defend. Sweet. that brings us to Waif. Waif, what are you going to do?
I'm Eldritching blasting the one that got hit by the spiritual weapon.
All right, go for it.
18.
Armor class 18 does hit.
Okay, I won't bother with the
Blessed.
blast. 7 points of force damage.
7 points of force damage. Okay. It hits that thing and just see part of it's kind of spins a little bit. You can definitely tell it struck it. It knocks it back a little bit. Cool.
Not as much as it used to.
Wave went. That brings us to Hemo. What are you gonna do, Hemo?
He's gonna have to fight back against this knight. He's going to draw his other scimitar and take 2 swings.
Go
His
for
dual
it.
wielding. His +1 scimitar gets a 14 to hit.
A 14 will hit it.
Okay, that deals 9 points of slashing.
Nice. And then
And his offhand attack, 21 to hit for
Nice.
6 points of slashing.
We're on fire tonight.
I know.
you said
I was just
9.
gonna
You said
say,
9 and 6 total.
Yeah.
15. Okay, thank you.
we don't even need the bless.
All right,
Crazy.
awesome. That you're doing great. And that brings us from Hemo to Gashar. Gashar. All you know is that this thing sort of spun you around and you stare into this mirror. When you do so, what you see is a man. It's very similar to the man that you saw on the first level, the first floor. The man with the breastplate, the man with the symbol on him of the antlers. Okay. When you get thrust forward, it reaches out for you, and it is all shadowy and shimmery and dark. And the room that he's in inside this mirror is shimmery and dark and shaded. And as you get thrusted forward, it reaches out its hands as you are projected at it. And when it does so, it reaches in and touches your chest. And when it does, you feel this coldness on you that you've never felt before. And you are just sort of paralyzed and unable to move. Now you get to make a will save. So go ahead and give me a will save.
All right. So am I still, do I just sort of like stay there? Am I like facing at him right now?
Right now, you are in a demi-plane of sorts. You are in between 2 planes, 2 worlds.
So I sort of passed through the mirrors.
Yeah, you sort of pass through the mirror and you're sort of between, you're not quite in, but it's sort of reaching out. This Saul Vance creature is literally reaching out and grabbing at you.
Is that
Astrally projected.
a wisdom then?
It's a wisdom save.
Intelligence?
Yes. A wisdom total save.
Don't forget your bless.
I will add my bless to it.
Add your bless to
So I
it.
got a 10.
Okay. What happens is you are going to roll me a D4, please.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good. 2.
All right. You will be sapped of 2 strength.
Uh,
At least
Oh.
it's strength. You have more of that than say charisma.
True.
Now, if you recall,
What
now
makes you say that?
just from gaming terms, when these shadow things attacked you, you made constitution saves, right?
Mhm.
This creature is making you do wisdom saves.
Mhm.
Different, right?
Yeah, but it's sapping strength.
It's sapping
the big-
strength,
is
right?
the thing that-
He's like, "Ah." You feel yourself sort of withering as it's touching you. You feel like you're sort of frozen, like you can't move. You're like, "Ugh." All right. These Bashaba's knights are going to attack you. Hemo, you are missed. Finnis, you are missed. Bashaba, this other Bashaba's knight is going to run past now to here, and he's also going to attack Finnis. Finnis, you are going to be struck. Now, here's what happens. You are hit for 7 points of necrotic damage.
I have resistance to necrotic damage.
So you take half of that necrotic damage. Now, you will also suffer 1 level of fatigue.
oh
Ooh.
no.
As you see, when he gets hit, part of his bones, his body begin to crystallize. You sort of feel around you this your flesh, the actual flesh that you have, you see parts of it sort of begin to ooze out this copper material that's all like a crystalline all around you. You sort of feel it in your body, like your body starts slowing down. Oh. All right, so you have now level 1 of exhaustion. That means you have disadvantage on ability checks. What are you going to do?
I use my bonus action to take another swing at this Bashaba Knight.
Go for it.
That's a natural 20
Yes.
for a 9 + 6, 15 damage.
Is that critical damage that you did to it?
Yep.
Nice.
And then as my action, I'm going to do turn undead.
This thing, when you hit it, boom, you strike it with that critical hit, it just disintegrates.
Nice.
And a bunch of ash just drifting away. It explodes out, almost erupts and evaporates. Before it even gets to 18 inches, it's gone. All right.
I'm concerned they're going to reappear in the coffins. We need to stop that. We've seen that happen before.
All right. Finnis is gone.
I'm
What
also
is he going to turn, right?
I'm also going to turn. So they
What's
have to make a wisdom
my
saving
save?
throw of 13.
Oh, I failed both of them.
So they're feared and they're just going to do nothing but run from me until they're attacked.
Perfect. On their turn, they'll go. All right. That is Finnis. That brings us to Flander. Flander, are you going to attack this knight in front of you? I recommend doing so.
Is
You
it
muted, Graham.
fleeing? Is that knight right in front of them fleeing from Finnis right now?
Okay.
He probably will be on his turn, but unless
Okay.
Flander really wants to strike him.
I'm going to try striking him because why not?
Perfect. That's fantastic.
With the long sword, two-handed.
I recommend doing 1 point of damage.
Hmm.
What'd you hit?
10.
Armor class 10. You swing.
You're blessed.
Roll a d4
yes.
because you're blessed.
Roll a d4. 2.
Well,
Armor class
12
12?
total.
Nice.
Yep.
Armor class 12 hits.
Whoa,
Okay.
what a blessing.
thank
much damage?
Tamora. That was a good
No.
blessing.
What?
How
What?
much damage you do?
Oh,
That
he's
can't
got
be
a
right.
-1 on his strength.
0.
1d10, 1 - 1.
I think he's still doing 1 point of damage though.
I believe you're going to do 1 point of damage.
Is
All
it
right.
That's exactly what the
minimum
DM asked for.
You do 1 point of damage.
How'd you
This
do-
thing
how'd you
decides.
predict that?
I believe, does he get another saving throw, or is he just done now with his fleeing?
I think he's just done, but
I think
let me
he's
double check.
done too. You go ahead.
What?
That
You
brings
can only
us.
dash or try to escape from
Wait.
You know how to use that, Flander.
if there's nowhere to move, the creature can use a dodge action.
I am nothing compared to my brothers.
You just hit him with the flat side. You got to hit him with the sharp side.
The pointy again goes in the other man.
All right, what are you going to do?
I am going to blast it with Eldritch Blast. I have the one
Until it takes
Finesse.
damage.
19 for 7 points of damage.
For 7 points of damage?
Yep,
No,
hit an armor
you
class.
did it. You did the minus. You had armor class what? 19?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and you did 7 points of damage to it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Of force damage, yeah.
Yep, you hit it. Boom! It gets knocked back. All right, that brings us to Hemo. What are you going to do, Hemo?
Flander, just watch my wrists on this one. Watch the elbow alignment. Like this.
Just give it to
And
him.
he swings at the knight. 8 to hit doesn't.
Bada.
Offhand
D4,
attack.
D4, D4.
There you
Don't
go.
forget your D4.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Before you hit him.
Sure, let's
A
back
12
up.
hit him.
Well,
If you get a 4, you might get him.
Maybe a 3. We don't know.
yeah, let's try.
Definitely a 4.
Well, you get it. You don't have to try.
Yeah, it's not a spend
Oh,
it
it's on
thing.
the
You just
next
get him.
one. Okay.
No, it's
well,
on
that was a
everything.
1 to hit on the first attack.
That
You
won't
miss.
do it.
Okay.
Okay. And I
And then
only
you-
get the 1 blast?
No,
then?
you get a bless on
No.
every attack.
The
Oh,
bless
wow.
is
Okay.
amazing.
So the 24
spell.
hits. Like I'm pretty sure you're.
Yeah,
fine
you
on
roll a
24.
24. You roll a 24 to hit.
The
Yeah, that
24 to hit on
Perfect.
my offhand.
How much
hit.
damage you do to it?
5 points of slashing from my non-magical offhand.
Now, which
Perfect.
one were you trying to demonstrate the attack to?
Your offhand was
Flander?
killer. That was a great demonstration.
Just
This is how you did it and missed.
more like the
This is how
second
I did it.
one.
Yeah.
Flander.
Which one did you attack?
The one that was engaged with me up here.
All right,
I
Gashar,
think I damaged
Awesome.
you're actually making your saves on his turn for now. So this would be the point where you make your save. So right now we're skipping your turn. That's going to become, well, it's because it's the same turn.
Sure.
You know. So so go ahead and make me a will save or
Another will save?
another save, please.
All right, I'll do my wisdom and add my D4.
D4, yeah.
Ugh.
Worse this time. I got a 6.
Okay, roll me a D4, please.
Roll
No.
another 1, please. No, we got to flip those around.
What'd you get?
4 points of strength, was it?
Yeah, you're down south, 6 points of strength. And you can
No.
the rest of you can see this mirror rippling. All right. That brings us from Gashar to the creature. The mirror did it's sapping itself. It's just sucking out Gashar's inner strength. All right. This one creature, I think you attacked them both, so they're no longer being turned. The Bashaba's Knight decides to attack Finnis again. Oh, it's going to hit armor class 21. And the one against Hemo misses. Okay, Finnis, you take 6 points of necrotic damage, which of course you get half for,
3.
and you take 1 more level of exhaustion.
Ugh.
My speed is halved. Ugh.
It hits you, and you're just kind of like you're just worn down. You're like,
Remind me to save my divinity for extra damage next time.
All right. That brings us to Finnis. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move my spiritual weapon up.
Wave
Let's take a
shouts.
swing with that.
Wave shouts. Kill the bush.
Yep, that's exactly what he's swinging at. He starts chopping at that tree.
The thing stops moving, and you're easily able to hit it with a basic attack. Go ahead and give me attacking with advantage right now.
With advantage?
Yep.
The vines,
Yep.
the antler
They-
thing stopped
They
moving.
have stopped moving, so you can attack.
23,
23 will hit. Yep. And how much damage do you do it?
4 points of force damage.
All right.
And then he's going to take his normal attack on the skeleton man in front of him.
All right. You do damage to the thing, and you see it's withered it's about halfway eroded away right now, but it's not moving at all. It just stopped. And you're going to take your bonus attack on the other knight for you
Yeah,
with
my
your
standard action is the guy on the knight, and then yes, so if 17 to hit,
that will hit
9 points of bludgeoning.
9 points of bludgeoning. All right. That thing evaporates.
Ugh.
Hemo is watching this. Is it the tree or is it the mirror that's killing Geshar?
If Gashar
Wait.
went in the mirror, do not break the mirror.
We'll kill the tree.
All right. That was Finnis. That brings us to Flander. Flander, what are you going to do?
Okay, I'm going to yell at Bashaba's Knight here.
Yep.
Why did Bashaba bother keeping you alive? You're useless. And do vicious mockery.
All right. How much damage do you do on it?
2 points.
Just
He's
enough.
also got disadvantage. Oh, he just dissolves.
Just enough. It just evaporates. Just
You yelled it into oblivion. Nice
you yell,
job.
you shouted it into destruction.
Now the glass is all reformed on the top of these things.
Yeah. No, that's all you see right now. All right. That brings it. That is Flander. That brings us to Waif. Waif, what are you going to do?
I'm going to do scorching ray I'll take a step so I have clean line of sight. And I'm going to scorching ray the bush.
Go for it. You get advantage on it to hit it.
Okay, a 20.
Okay. And how much damage do you do to it?
I have
3 separate
Three
shots.
Perfect.
so first 5 points.
What type of damage does this do?
5.
Okay.
Then I got a 12
Okay.
that hit
Second.
Yep.
for 10 fire.
So the first one did how much?
5.
5. Okay.
And then
Roll your bless.
And then 10, you rolled it. Then you did 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. Then what's
and
the third one?
then, 15.
Armor class 15. Yeah, that'll hit.
And then that's 6 points of fire damage.
All right. You see that tree thing in the middle just kind of crumbles away, folds in, just collapses into multiple pieces. Now it doesn't disintegrate; it's just broken apart.
Sure.
But you think that the main trunk is sort of fallen, broken.
And also Waif ignites.
You see Wave just enveloped
Whoa.
in the fire. Your
Wave.
where Gashar's torch had gone out because it had turned into this weird material. Waif is now igniting the room in a bright light, burning like the devil child she is.
She calmly smiles at Himo.
Is that normal?
It is now.
All right. That brings us to Hemo. Hemo, you turn and see your devil child friend enveloped into devil's fire.
Uh,
Her whole body is just raining. Think of it like an outline in fire.
But all of her clothing is fine.
Yeah.
She's perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, she's smiling at you.
What are you going to do, sir?
he's gonna step carefully around the burning child. And he says, now, does anybody have an idea with how to deal with this mirror? Because I think I'm just gonna cover it up.
Wait. Pick up the Kashar statue. Let's see if it goes in reverse. Throw him back through.
Sure.
Perhaps we talk about this a little more. Are we in combat?
You're in a round because we're all
Okay,
around.
okay.
So I'm going to give you a little bit of time
Is
to talk.
Is there anything hostile in the area? Like
Nope.
immediately?
That's all you see.
All right. Well, Hemo is going to try to buy more time to talk, and he's going to run up. He's wearing the red brand cloak. He's going to trying his best to not look at that mirror. He's going to try to throw the cloak over the mirror.
All right. All you
like
need to
from
do-
the side.
Yeah. Give me how about I just give me an athletics check or you can give me a dexterity based or a strength based check.
Acrobatics or
Acrobatics or athletics.
Why didn't you
Either
use
one.
your mage hand?
Acrobatics?
Well,
I
his
guess I do
it's
have
probably because
mage
it's
hand.
higher. Yeah, you can choose either one.
Well, I'm going to choose acrobatics. 17.
Yep, no
Nice.
problem. You drape it over the top. Boom, is now covered. You can see a good part of this mirror has been covered. A little bit of the bottom is a little bit out because it's just not quite big enough, but a good part of it is covered up.
Is the cloak
Okay.
now rippling a little
No,
bit in the air?
no, it's just that's all.
Okay. He turns
That's what
to the
you
rest of the party. All right. Finnis, do you know what's happening to Geshar?
No, I do not.
So just to recap, they saw me get
yeah.
picked up and pushed into the mirror, right?
Yep.
And then I sort of appeared back where
Yeah,
it
you
was.
literally is.
I appeared
Yep.
back
Exactly where he was.
Where exactly where he was.
So he
Yeah.
must have gone through some kind of portal if he teleported back into the room. But
Are we? Whose turn is it?
Yeah, I'll give him a chance to finish his thought,
Okay.
and then I'm going to tell you what's going on. What are you going
Hemo
to?
doesn't finish his thought. He just goes, and then just like sits there and looks at Geshar, the Geshar statue.
All right, please give me a wisdom save.
This time I have a
Hemo's wisdom is
23.
-1.
23.
23.
You make it.
Oh.
You take no more continuous damage. You're just being.
You're resisting.
Yeah, you're
This time
resisting.
can I move it all?
No, you can't.
So I'm
You're-
just
you're-
paralyzed, but I can see this guy like.
Yeah, you can literally see it,
staring.
and you can't move. You're like, oh, you can see the thing. And this Saul Vance person, who is a dark, shadowy version inside this dark, shadowy realm, is reaching out and touching. And he has a little smile, like, I got
But
you.
because Char's mind steals a little bit, and he looks. This time he sort of looks him in the eye. Right
Yes.
before he may have been frightened a little bit,
Right.
but he starts to stare back at him, even though he can't move. He's
Yep.
feeling like, nope, you're not getting me today.
All right.
Not today.
All right. So right now, think of this in many ways like a death save.
Yeah.
So you are a
Feels like it.
+1, right?
All right.
All right. So make sure you keep track of how many. And if you can roll a
Okay.
20, of course, and then get 2 of them. So in many ways, this is a death save, but you get to use your wisdom instead of a death saving throw because you're really trying to will yourself to live. All right, cool. That was Gashar. Now I'm gonna let you guys decide what you're gonna do.
I'm going to bring my book out
Okay.
and the Book of Ancient Secrets.
Yes.
And I'm going to make an Arcana check, hopefully with some kind of bonus or advantage,
Okay.
to see what's going on.
All right. Give me an Arcana check, and I'll give you with advantage.
Oh, thank you. $22.
All right. You sit down. I'm picturing
Wait,
Wave
she just
just grabs
cross-legged,
it, boom, sits down, and it's flipping through
as
and
the flames
Yeah.
go out.
flipping through and looking. Now you, of course, can read in complete darkness. It doesn't matter. You look through and you begin looking for magic teleporters and magic mirrors and things like that. And what you have discovered is that you believe you have 2 options you have to make. One of them may be that this is itself a portal, which means that you'll need to go through it if you want to go through the other side. That's this going to just be a portal to somewhere, or it could be a prison. And if it's a portal, you'll want to pass through it. You could just pass through it like you go through it. Now you may need to activate it with a device or something like that, or some portals you're allowed to just walk right through. If it's a prison, you may need to destroy it in order to break out whatever's in the prison. So that's a choice you're going to have to make. It's just a mirror and it doesn't give any indicators just by looking at the book.
So it could be one of 2 things. I have heard of a mirror of life trapping. Points that at the book.
Sure. Yeah.
Or it could be a portal to somewhere else. I am thinking since Kishar is still here with his staff in hand, I believe it is a prison and it needs to be destroyed. It's my take on it.
Finish
Unless one of us wants to try and go through.
Could we not just mage hands a piece of that dead antler and we'll like lift a corner of the robe and try to like pass the antler through the mirror?
Yep, you can try that. You certainly do that. Is that the activity you want to do?
Yeah, he's got a
You do
mage
that?
hand and he's going to try to shove it under the cloak.
It goes
through
and
the
just
mirror.
touches it and just sort of it won't go anywhere. It's just like a piece of platinum.
Well, I guess that doesn't necessarily mean it's not a portal.
Finish sighs and lowers his shield and goes up with his warhammer to make a 2-handed swing at it.
Attaboy.
All right. What type of damage does your Warhammer do?
Bludgeoning
All right.
Smash.
I'm going to allow you to attack it with advantage.
with advantage. Good, because I need to roll.
Don't forget you're blessed.
Is that
I'm blessed,
still on?
yes.
Yeah. Use our last round of bless right here.
Okay. 18,
Okay. That's going to hit. How much damage
All
do you
right.
do?
4 points of bludgeoning.
4 points of bludgeoning. Okay. 4, you said?
Yep.
All right. You hit this thing. But when you hit it, you're like, this is resistant. There is it's not a mirror. Like you hit this thing and bam, you're
metal
like, you
plate.
kind of, whoa, what's the heck? And this thing is rippling and you get feedback almost like you're hitting metal, but it is metal. It's platinum, but it really is like solid. Like what in the heck is this? All right. That was Gashar. Let's kind of go around the table real quick. Flander, what are you going to do?
Did it look like when I hit that force thing on the window in the town?
No, but it's already doing that ripply thing already.
I know, but so
Yeah. You
but
think,
I mean, did it look like it was resistant? Like
look at where you're resistant like that. Yeah. You think that maybe some of the damage has gone through,
Yep.
but not
Yep,
all
yep.
of it. Okay. Flander, you did that. Flander, what are you going to do?
where are you, Finnis?
I believe he's been moving in front of the mirror to do an attack.
Okay.
Flander, what are you going to do?
Just gonna yell, Finnis, hit it again.
All right. Are you going to give him some kind of an inspiration or anything like that?
I am all out of inspirational energy.
All right. So you're not going to do anything else.
I'll
other
just
than
shout
that?
encouragement.
Awesome. Cool. Let's just kind of go through it here after that. Hemo, you going to do something?
Do you have any fire-based attacks? It's hit it with fire.
Actually, Wave, you go ahead in round order. So Wave, you can go.
I will move to there and I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
All right, you get to attack with advantage. However, there are people in front of you, so you have a plus that has a kind of a +2 to its armor class.
22.
You hit it. How much damage? do you do?
7 force.
7 force damage. Now that force damage, you strike it, kind of burst it, and when that happens, the glass itself shatters. The platinum just shatters like glass. And when that happens, you see
Well, it might be good. We don't know.
that Gashar himself emerges. The antler type stuff that's covering him just kind of shatters
away.
around him. Just, but Gashar looks different.
Unless you'd say otherwise, he falls to his knee. Just a single like falls down to his knee.
Gashar
And he
looks
up.
withered. He's his whole body is frail and weak, and he just kind of he almost can't hold himself up.
And
Does
I
he look
will-
like?
I
Does he
stared
look
him in
like-
the eye and I fought him back.
When you look at him, you can see that his beautiful golden reddish eyes, golden eyes from before, are dull and dim.
We barely made it, and you're in the dark. By the way,
You are in complete
you heard
darkness.
complete darkness.
Oh yeah,
you,
that's fair.
you just fall down in the dark.
I could probably just hear you all.
No, you're not in darkness. You can just see everything just fine.
I'm
I look
going to
around.
cast healing. I'm going to cast healing word on him.
All right, you
For
walk
5
up
points
to
He
of
looks
cast
healing.
over at you.
Yep.
Says, says, I think I broke out. What happened?
Sure, you did.
What happened?
All right,
I had to fight it with my mind.
Okay. She pats you on the shoulder.
okay.
He looks up at you and he nods.
All right, he just
About
appears
time.
frail and kind of broken right now. Like he's just so weak. He actually physically looks weak. You imagine like a difference between a bodybuilder and like a 6'4" basketball player. He's still tall, but he's just like thin.
He's
does
lost
have a-
mass.
He has, according to his
And-
stats right now, he's got a strength of 8. So it's weak.
Oh,
but
man,
like,
he's-
not like
he's-
2 or anything.
Yeah,
He's a huge dragonborn, but right now he's weaker than the average human.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
He's my strength.
I know exactly how he feels.
But 6.5 feet tall.
yeah, for sure. All right, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to take.
We need to go somewhere and rest.
All right,
Did the
you
healing
walk-
word work on Geshar?
Yes, you are healed.
Yep.
The healing word works. All right, what do you see when you take that
When you
that
say it
robe?
works. What should I do to my stats right here?
You have taken any damage?
I
I don't think. Or do you?
no.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
all
It
just-
works.
just
It works on
strength.
him, but I mean, he doesn't have any hit points down.
I'm
Right?
still. It's
Yeah.
just strength
Yeah.
damage, so I still
Yeah.
have my strength damage. I'm
Yep,
assuming.
it's still right.
Okay.
All right, you take off that cloak. It would be considered the same thing as armor would be considered, but it's like a jacket or a cloak. It's not like a cloak, like a magic cloak, but like a jacket or
Like a vestment?
like a vestment, right? So you look at it on the back of the cloak as you pull it off is the image of a red-haired woman. You know that is itself soon, right? And you can take that off of the statue with no problem. What are you going to do with it?
Put it on.
All right, you put it on. There's something in its pocket.
Oh,
You pull
out the
out.
comb?
There is a comb in the pocket.
Got it. Let's go.
I agree. Let's go.
Okay.
Do you want to look in this room at all some more?
You want to
Yes.
search anything?
Kishar stands up. Yes.
Does try and go out that door?
It is. you
that
can
area?
pass right through it. You can pass right through it. It's whatever that was, whatever that image was that was holding you fast before. Whatever this thing was, is gone.
Kishar goes and looks in this coffin. Oh, I can see the black line now. There it
Yeah.
goes.
Okay, you go look in the coffin. There is nothing in the coffin at all. It's completely empty.
It is empty.
Where'd that glass go?
It melted.
Huh. Wonder if it like made those guys or something.
I'm not sure.
Hima's gonna search the rest of the tables.
All right, the rest of the tables just have basins, and some of them have dried blood in them.
And we're not blessed anymore, I presume.
You're not blessed anymore. No,
What's in this other corner?
I
Yeah,
will
over here.
reveal. Yep, I will
Yeah.
reveal. You see a couple of barrels of items in there. You can certainly open and look inside them.
More dried blood, I presume.
Yeah, could be.
Sure, Hemo will pry one open.
All right, you pull one open. These barrels seem to be filled with blood.
Oh,
Good call.
no, that's not.
You
Nope,
pull it
not
open and you're
wine.
like, ugh, it looks like blood.
Like fresh blood.
Looks like fresh blood. You open it, you can kind of smell it, that kind of like that
Irony.
sickly smell.
The coppery smell.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, and it's not even coagulating, it's just sitting there. You're like, oh, what is this?
He puts
Take a
the
drink, Himo.
hell no. He puts the top back on.
All right, you put it on it, you're like, I'm out. I don't want to deal with that.
What's
I
the
thought
ceiling
it'd
look
be
like
a
here?
wine.
Looks just a flat ceiling, 20 feet high.
Okay, and no more stairs going up, I presume.
Nope, this is the last. And the outside was 60 feet. These are 20 foot.
And we're out of map
Yeah.
here too. So
Yeah, you're out of math. Yeah. yeah.
Amazing. That works very well.
This plant-like antler substance, does it look like it grew through the floor here like a tree, like breaking its way through?
No, it looks like the base of it was kind of like attached to the floor. The floor is solid.
Okay.
But remember, the floor itself is kind of made of some of this antler material. Like this is like something that sits on top of it. What do you want to do?
Let us leave.
Go.
All right. You make your way down to the first floor, and I will
Actually,
bring them.
do we want to stop at the second floor?
It's up to you.
let's go say hi to that shrine once more.
All right. You can do that easily enough. I'll bring the map over.
Kishar will just walk over and he'll pet it. Thank you.
There's a piece of silver at its feet. Hemo put one there.
Actually, Wave will leave 7 copper coins.
Okay. You walk up and you leave 7 copper coins at the feet. At the
Is
base.
that because that's a lucky number?
Do you ask her?
Yeah.
It's just a thing I do.
Perfect.
Well, whatever works.
Georgie. Anybody else going to do anything on that second level?
Kishar just touches it and sort of like has a quick moment of silence and then moves on.
All right, you're still relatively weak. Now you're 8, so you certainly are not weak enough. I mean, you can still clearly move around.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's nimble still. Like
Yeah.
his dexterity hasn't been affected. So he can,
Yeah.
he can move around a lot, but like his jumping would be definitely diminished.
Surprisingly, you actually feel very spry, very kind of like alive, almost like you can.
So you see him kind
Around
of hopping
almost.
down the steps.
Yeah, you can almost you almost seem like you move a little bit better.
He said he was withered a little bit. So
Yeah.
did I lose like mass
You did,
as well? So yeah,
Muscle
that,
mass.
muscle mass. Yeah.
but you seem like that with that mass change. You're sort of bouncing around, moving
Yeah.
a little better.
He's like starting to. So this would be a big change, and he's sort of, he was trained for years on martial arts and how his body moves, and so as a result of that, knows that he's different right now.
Yeah.
But he's sort of exploring those edges of it
Sure.
and figuring out where he is. So he's going upstairs. If anybody's familiar with dancing or anything, you might see him sort of doing that type of footwork as he's going down the stairs to feel out how how to respond.
Right. Okay. You can certainly do that. What are you going to do from there?
On the first floor?
All right, you can go down to the first floor.
Is anybody gonna mess with that coin again?
Yeah, is anybody going to do
No.
anything in here, or are you going
Otherwise,
to?
we'll push the door open or try to.
You're able
Since
to push
I'm
the door
at
open
2
without a
levels of
problem.
exhaustion, I will be slowly half speed chugging my way down the stairs.
Yeah, you're
Not dancing.
Oh,
now you'll be exhausted this way until you take I think a long rest.
So
can Hemo like help Finnis move any quicker?
Not really. I mean, you can help support him or whatever, but that's not
All right.
Wave's going to take that armor and that cup.
All right. All right. You pick the cup up, put it on your sheet, and you grab that armor. What are you going to do with that armor?
Just going to carry it out.
All right.
I'm assuming you just unclasp.
Yeah, it clung class. It looks like it's just like on a doll, right?
Yeah,
Almost.
like,
Sorry,
like a
I
dummy,
gotta get
like a
Yep.
dress dummy. Whatever.
Yeah. So just put Saul Vance's armor.
Saul Vance.
Yeah, Saul Vance.
Yeah,
Vance's
it's plate.
armor. Yeah, it's
That's pretty much
it's a breastplate.
kind of
Dragging it out.
It's a breastplate.
Kishar
Right.
says, "Here, help. Let me. Actually,
I'm not
I'll help you drag it."
Okay. You do that. Anybody else going to do anything in here on this first floor?
I am leaving the coin.
You leave the coin and you have the cup. You can
And
put
I have
Saul
the cup.
Vance's cup as well.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
Not taking anything else.
All
All
right.
right. In the doorway until everybody's outside, and then he'll let the door close. behind him.
Okay. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna rest outside here for a while, or you want to head back to Agatha's, or you want to abandon this quest altogether?
I think we should perhaps find a little place distant from here and rest up and let our weekend
Anywhere
complete.
where the woods aren't made of antlers.
Gishar points like
Yeah,
right here.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
he's
doesn't
like-
take much to get.
He's like right there.
All right.
This is all normal woods right around us.
Right. All right. You find yourself a kind of area just about quarter mile away from this, maybe along the trail, heading back toward Agatha's,
Yeah.
and you rest for the night. You rest for the day. You sit and relax and try to get yourself back. However, Gishar, you notice that it's exceptionally bright out here today.
Tonight. Or just
There's
today.
today. You're during the day. You walk out and you're kind of like, oh, it's very, very bright. Like,
And I
rest of-
noted that I was able to see in the dark earlier as well.
but
which is
now
unusual.
but now you walk out and it's very, very bright out here.
Well,
Like,
he'll
what
squint.
was going on here?
Definitely still squinting. Something has changed with me. I was not able to see in
Maybe
the
after a
dark.
night's rest, you'll feel better.
Maybe. It doesn't explain why I was able to see you though.
Like I said, it's about time.
Okay. You find yourself sitting up, trying to get you camp a little bit. You eat some dinner
In the shade.
in the shade.
it's
Yeah,
not
you
as
try
bright.
to stay in the dark and allow
So you're
yourself
sitting next to Wave because
to rest. All right. You have no encounters during this time. And during the resting period, everybody is able to get back all of their
short rest.
You're going to take a short rest or a long rest.
Whatever people need.
I'm asking everybody. You tell me.
Well, we should do a
We're
long
gonna
rest
need a
so we
long
can-
rest
As long as
for,
possible.
for anyone
Alright.
who's exhausted.
And then maybe that'll help get my strength back.
All right.
We'll see.
All right.
You
You're going
sure
to.
eats and drinks as much as he can.
All right.
To,
You wake.
fill back
You're
up.
going to wake up after a rest here. It's going to be that you're going to sit here for the day and then do your rest because you're it's not very far into the day still. So you're going to stay here the rest of the day and rest throughout the night, or you're going to try to get up in the middle of the night and move on. That's my first question. You want to?
I say we just stay until next dawn.
Okay. Anybody else
dawn.
any object to that?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
You.
with all the ghosts around here, that is smarter.
Wait, I don't relish going. Well, actually, the dark doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Why? We can travel at night. Let's go.
But ghosts.
Yeah, the dark doesn't bother me. I'm okay to leave at night if everybody's feeling good.
Wait, but comma ghosts, not but ghosts.
Okay.
But
It's
Sharp.
just a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Bashar,
Right.
you are in the as you sleep, you note in your slumber that for the first time in a long time, you don't dream of anything. When you close your eyes and when you wake up, it's like time instantly teleported you. You don't even feel a passage as if the time has passed. And when you sit up, you are now been completely restored from a long night's rest.
Looks at
However,
his arms and the withering that he had previously.
it is still withered in some extent.
Hmm.
Gishar, from surviving this destruction with Bashaba, you have been christened with the Demi-Shade template.
Hmm.
You are now a Demi-Shade.
Yikes.
What?
This
Awesome.
Demi-Shade has, until you know otherwise, permanently tainted your body.
Wow.
Your
You-
paint is dirty.
This, and I'll let you know what it is.
So I have to take a bath.
I'll let you know what it is,
Yeah.
and then you can fill it out.
Okay.
What it's going to do is it gives you resistances to necrotic and poison damage. It gives you vulnerability to radiant damage.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
You have a -4 to your strength permanently.
Ugh.
Oof.
You have a
Okay.
+2 to your dexterity and a +2 to your charisma.
That's why he's been
Ooh.
speaking slightly better since that happened.
Your dark vision is 60 feet, but you have sunlight weakness, which means you take disadvantages when in full sunlight.
So I do. All right. How to?
You can look
This
up.
is
You can
Perfectly
look up
in
for
line with
sunlight
Shadow Monk. That's
weaknesses.
awesome.
Okay. Got it.
Spooky.
Wow.
You are now, you try to exist in between the two worlds of the Shadowfell and the real world. Your body's sort of trapped between the two planes, never fully drawn into the Shadowfell, but never fully released back to the prime material plane.
If he sort of realizes that there's something related to the shadow plane in here, he'll kind of nod to himself. It'll make sense.
It's called the
click.
Shadowfell. The Shadow plane has been transformed to the Shadowfell, but yeah.
Well, it'll kind of click in his head for a second because he's been gone the way of the shadow, right? And he's been studying it, and so this is like, it's not what he would have expected. He's never heard of anybody else had this happening to them, but it sort of clicks to him. He's like, this feels right.
All right.
And now we all operate in the dark. So cool.
So now you know that the Shadow,
look that up.
that Saul Vance character probably exists not here, but in the Shadowfell.
Interesting.
That's where he was attacking you from. All right. The next day you wake up, you have eaten. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, Bashar will meditate in the morning.
That's fine.
Let's see if the door will let us out.
You're already out.
We were
You
out.
actually
We were in the
okay.
woods.
to fast
Yep.
forward, you guys have already spent the day about a quarter mile out. I don't unless
Well-
you probably missed that. That's fine.
We have Coleman to return to a really unhappy ghost.
Before
Where-
that, I
is
have
her
a
body in
couple
there?
of things.
What's that?
Was her body in there?
Just the petrified woman body was there.
She didn't turn into like just a normal body
Nope.
and flop over.
Nope.
The petrified woman did have red hair, which was one of the things that Agatha was complaining about.
The petrified woman
thought
was
she was
all
not
one
beautiful
form.
because of-
You don't know what color her hair was. Yeah. The
You
surcoat, the jacket, the little light lace, that coat that you picked up had an image of a woman with red hair on the back of it.
Oh,
Okay.
Which you believe was the god Soon.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Totally fine.
My bad.
No, that's why we ask these questions. I don't obviously clearly have every token out. So
So do I notice anything from kind of sitting with the cloak?
yes, are you going to sit with it for the day? All right, here's
Yeah,
what you find out about that cloak. Now, that cloak that you have is far more than just fabric alone. That cloak imbues with it certain magical powers. All right, what that cloak allows you to do, it allows you to find it in your thing here. Okay. That cloak allows you to cast the spell Mage Armor on the bearer once per day.
Sweet.
Your mage armor, that's awesome.
Nice.
Also, once per day, you are allowed to give yourself a blessing on any one charisma save as a reaction. So once per day, if you have to make a charisma save, you can, as a reaction, roll a d4 on top of your save if you chose to. Now you have to tell me if you're going to do that before or after, before I tell you if you're going to succeed or not.
So I can roll, see what I rolled.
Yeah, so
if-
yeah.
Just like the blessing. The blessing was just.
No. So like say I tell you to make a charisma save and you roll and you roll a 4. You can choose to use it or not, but I will only tell you if you succeed or fail after you did that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Good to know.
And that's kind of going along the lines of what we're doing with Shield and with these other things. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, cool. So that's what you do. All right. You're gonna head toward Agatha's.
During that day of afternoon of downtime, can Hemo look through some of these? He found a couple of spell scrolls in Glassstaff's workshop
Yes.
under the Tresendar Manor, and he hasn't had time to dig through those yet.
Sure, I'll tell you what those are. All right, you find 2 scrolls. The first scroll is a scroll of Charm Person, and the second scroll is a scroll of Fireball.
Oh, wow.
Where was that?
That was in Glassstaff's chest that you found in his room.
Not for scroll.
Hemo finishes studying these and will keep them in his pouch.
Perfect. All right, the next day you wake up. If there's nothing else you're going to do, clearly you're going to study for the spells if you need to study for them during the day. I think Finnis does his in the evening before bed.
Mhm.
Okay, you awake. You are completely restored. Most of you.
Hmm.
You're
Can I
going to be
take a
restored.
chance to identify the other breastplate we picked off the guy?
Sure can.
Soulless breastplate.
Yeah,
Soulless
I'll tell you what
breastplate.
that breastplate is. All right, this appears to be an ordinary, everyday, nothing special breastplate.
Hmm. For some reason I don't buy that.
Well, I might for like what, 15 copper? It's just a breastplate.
For which one? The one that I
That
took off?
breastplate that he took off of you did the one that was that wave took off of the body, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't notice any immediate enchantments or attributes, but it doesn't seem right. It's the only thing on that man's remains.
Maybe it just didn't get metal. Maybe it just doesn't petrify metal. Maybe somebody came in and put it on him.
I Gishar's staff. That's not metal.
It is magic, though.
The magic is what I'm assuming is protecting it, and I just can't tell what's on here, but let's just keep it put away for now, just in case.
All right. Sounds good. All right. What are you guys going to do now?
Head back, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh, we
go
have to head to
see
Agatha. We go to Agatha.
Agatha. Yeah.
Or did somebody want to do the cup while we were doing all this?
Oh yeah.
What you'll notice with the cup is that the cup is not magical at all. You sit with it. There's no enchantment on the cup at all, but there is some dried liquid inside. You could probably, if you have some knowledge, nature, you could go ahead and make a nature check on it.
Hemo's kind of a wine snob. He's gonna go give the cup a deep sniff, see if he recognizes anything,
Right.
smells. Nature check.
Yes.
That's a 8.
You don't know what it is.
Does it smell like wine at all?
It doesn't. It smells like nothing.
Iocane powder.
I don't know what this guy was drinking, but it wasn't great.
Okay. Anything else you're going to do before you head to Agatha's then?
Sure
Cool.
stands up. Let's go.
All right. You head to Agatha's. Let me change the map. All right. You travel through the hour or so journey south. It doesn't take you long to find the grove where Agatha was. Of course, you know exactly where it is. You're refreshed now. You're feeling brighter and brighter, except for Baby Gishar, who is feeling at home in the dimmer lights of the dark forest, but he still feels awkwardly agile and awkwardly weak. You appear at the entrance to the warren. Who is going to enter?
No, we traveled at night.
Yeah, was that you're going to travel at night?
Yeah,
That's
we were
fine.
just gonna. Yeah, because
That is fine. You can travel at night.
it was like, oh, we need to travel in the day. No, we don't.
That is fine. So you travel at night. It's in the middle of the night. Easy enough. Where you guys? You travel up to this area. You can see inside a dull bluish haze around everything.
Oh, did we just like rest through the afternoon and early evening,
Right.
and now we're doing like a 3 a.m. get up and hike?
Right.
We're gonna go see the ghost at night. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
It's not midnight. It's halfway through the evening because you've rested and stuff like that. But it's halfway through the night. So you're here. What are you guys gonna do? You see this bluish haze. What are you guys gonna do? Who's going in?
Did we?
Rafe, you have the comb.
Mm-hmm. Wait for walk in.
Would you like a friend to come with?
Let us all
Maybe
Okay.
we should all go.
All right, Waif, you walk in.
go. Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you do?
Hemo's keeping his swords sheathed, but he's got his hand on the magical one.
All right.
So Agatha, I have your comb.
All right, you walk in
Holding it.
You hold it, and you hear around you, everybody. What's this? What's this? Another suitor.
This is what she said last
I
time.
am not your suitor. I have a gift for you, though. I have your comb that you wanted.
You say that.
Mhm.
Nothing happens.
Ugh. Females are so temperamental. She tosses the oh shit, who do I toss it to? I toss it to Finnis.
Finnis will catch it.
Finish. You
'Cause-
take the comb, and you hear from all around you, all at once in Seraphonics, like circling around you. Am I beautiful? Am I beautiful?
Well,
Don't
he'll look around it. He'll look around at everybody in the party and go, "Well, your hair's a little nappy, but I brought you this."
Yes. Hemo just like,
Not so
wasn't
much,
gonna
but
say
this might
anything.
help.
All right. Out of nowhere, out of ether appears this weirdly translucent, but not completely ghost-like creature. It rises out of nothing, sort of like it's almost like it's clawing out of the ground. It goes, crawls out, and it looks over at Finnis, and you see it kind of like walks toward you quickly. It's like scurrying, almost like a rat would scurry, but just on two legs, and its other two legs, two hands are just reaching out, and it gets to you.
Wait,
is she beautiful?
Hillary, you have a question for her.
That's what she's doing. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna just wait and hold out the comb to see if she'll
Hillary, you have a
take
question.
it and keep talking.
All right.
Normally.
She walks up to you and she stares at the comb. You can see she investigates it, and she has this big smile, and her face is oddly deformed. It's pocketed with black where her nostrils are, where her eyes are. Her eyes are pure black, and you can see where her wrinkles would be. They crevice deep as if they go into forever. And her black glistening hair partially covers her face, and she reaches out. She holds her hand out. This clawed fingers, her long black nails, and she holds her hand out to you.
I will return this to you, but we do have a question for you, madam.
She snatches it from her hand. I see. Am I beautiful? I am beautiful. She quickly combs her hair, and her body is just mangled and distorted. And she combs her hair and she brushes it, and she begins laughing and giddily. You hear all around the room, yeah, all around you. And she turns to look at you, Finnis, and she says, Are you my suitor? Are you my suitor? She reaches her clawed fingers out toward your face, gently to caress you. Are you going to let her touch you?
Sure.
All right. She touches.
Finnis is not afraid of death and dead people generally.
She touches your cheek, and then she uses her other hand to touch it, and she stares right into your eyes, and you can see almost eternity in her eyes as she stares at you. And she has this kind of calmness, not necessarily a smile, but a calmness. And she says, I need my suitor. Will you come with me? Will you come with me? We will be forever. Come with me, Finnis.
Don't do it.
I've got other things to take care of. I'm sorry, but I'm a man of the cloth, and
She looks down almost as if she is sad, but not as if she was before. It doesn't seem like she is broken down, but she looks away, kind of sad, and she takes a step back and just stares forlornly, like longingly into an area like you can't see. She's staring at something, but nothing specifically in this room. And she stands there. What are you going to do?
Finnis goes and nudges Hemo to say something.
Ask her for the journal.
You're male, you can ask her.
Well, he's talking to her. I don't want to.
That's probably best.
I guess Hemo steps forward then. He hasn't really interacted with this ghost before. So he says, my name is Hemo Oakenheel. I have come seeking the answer to one question. I hear your wisdom is I hear your wisdom is legendary.
This creature turns, it twitches, and moves to you. Almost true, like it moves to 5 feet, but it's almost like it leaps at you. It stops and it stares at you. Its body twitching, and it reaches its hand out to you, and it says, "What's this? What's another suitor?" Reaches its hand out toward your cheek. Are you going to let it touch you?
I take a step back and say, "Where is the long
Journal of Long. Yes,
the
go
long
ahead.
wreath journal?"
She looks forlorn, and she says, yes. You come for a question. Where is the long wreath journal? It fled the city. It fled Canterbury. Fled long ago. It fled to the shrine of Savras. It is there in the shrine of Savras. There you will find it. There you will find it, and you will leave me there. You will leave me.
Leave you?
Yes, you will leave me. You will leave, won't you? You will leave me.
Yes, thank you. Come again.
Leave
And
you
she reaches her hand out to me. She goes, "Oh, you can stay or you can stay forever."
I was trapped in the shadow fell as well, and I escaped. You can escape. You can leave if you want.
All right. It ignores you for now, but it's talking to
You want us to take you to the shrine?
No, you will be here. Be my suitor. You will be here forever with me. Be here. Join me.
Waves one.
I have also heard you're a woman of truth, and you know that there's no truth in servitude.
No servitude. Be my suitor. You will be my suitor. Stay with me forever.
This wouldn't be true.
And she steps back and looks away forlorn, and she begins combing her hair.
Let
Hemo backs away. He's like,
that's right. Let's go. We have our location. Let's go.
"You have a beautiful home," he says, and starts
Don't lie.
backing away.
All right. You exit.
Hemo is not lying. Is this? I mean, this is an unnatural wood made of ivory and antler, right?
No.
These are trees. This is
they are furniture
lying.
as far as you know. All right.
All right,
So the question is, where are you going to now? You've exited this. You're gonna head
Go
back to
the town. We don't know where this is. The shrine of what?
No, you don't know. The shrine of Savras.
Savras.
All right.
Now we go back to Gariel.
All right.
Get part 2 of our quest.
All right. And now comes the time as the characters that you've been following have left Agatha's. They're heading on their faithful journey south to Canterbury. Meanwhile, Canterbury itself has a new inhabitant. I'd like everybody to meet our new player who's going to be joining us now for the rest of Lost Mine of Phandelver. Zach. So how you doing, Zach?
Doing good.
Cool. So Zach is gonna start out the game in Canterbury. And Zach, give us the briefest description of your character, what they look like, and what we would see about your character as they're walking through Canterbury.
Sure. So my character, he has pretty long braided blonde hair. He is pretty kitted out in armor, very, very big
Nice.
shield on his back, a nice war hammer around his at his hip. And he's walking about town with a bit of a smile.
All right. So we'll find out later why he's walking through Canterbury, of course. But right now,
With a smile on his face.
he's walking through Canterbury with a smile on his face.
What did he kill?
What is he done?
He may be the evil plant the DM has always wanted to bring in. So you go ahead and walk in. Now your objective, of course, is to get through Connieberry. So what are you going to do? Here you are in town, and I'll zoom in a little bit so everyone can see you.
I definitely recommend checking out each of the buildings one at a time. It's going to be great.
Yep, I'm definitely gonna be checking out each shrub as well. You never know.
You got to meet all of the goblins.
All the ghosts.
Are there still goblin like corpses lying around town?
I'm going to let Zach discover what's going on for himself. So Zach, here you are in town. Now you can take time to explore this town if you'd like, or you can just pass through it on your way through your journey.
Well, I suppose like I'm just walking into town. I kind of want to do like just a quick like perception check. Is there people like about the town? Is it a pretty like desolate? Like what?
Sure, give me a perception roll. What'd you get? Okay, with a perception of 5, you perceive that your footsteps are pretty loud on this cobblestone. You kind of stop and you're looking around, and you're like, I'm wearing heavy armor and I've got some big heavy feet. So as I'm walking around, there you look around, you're like, yep, there's a town. Now, what you're going to see about this town is that all these buildings are old. They're all 1-story tall, and they're barely clinging on to life. The roofs that you can see are pieces of thatch roof that have been split open in parts. You can clearly the rain and environment has reached inside the homes. You can see that a lot of the doors here have been broken apart. You can see
everything's broken, basically.
Yeah, you can see windows. Yep, you can see windows here that are kind of like they're glazed over and old. There was a fence here that looks pretty old. There's a well here that you can see down below. It's probably not been used in a long time.
Okay.
In the distance, far in the distance, you can make out the fact that the backside of the town is against a small lake. So you do see that, and there are some rises up here that you can see, and a rise above. In the far distance, in between the buildings, as you walked in, you did notice to the north there was a graveyard. Whether that interests you or not, that's what you see right now.
Okay. So for right now, I think he's just going to like slowly make his way through the town, like just kind of scanning. He's not like he can definitely tell, like you said, like these buildings are in bad shape. So he's not thinking anybody's kind of here right now, but he's just scanning as he's moving through the town.
No visible people.
No, there's nothing. So go ahead and okay, is that your movement? Your double.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to the well.
All right, you move to that spot. When you get to here on your path, you hear and you see spilling out from the surrounding area are creatures.
Oh.
You can see these thick, heavy goblinoid type creatures come running out from the south and from the north. You can see them spilling out.
Okay. He will turn to them and he'll just say, "Listen, I don't mean any trouble coming through here. I just am on my way to Phandelver."
You got chainmail on?
The ones that are the one with this red dot on him here, he looks at you and he says, "Oh, Phandelver, yes, you're the one who destroyed my companions, didn't you?"
"I have no knowledge of your companions. This is the first time I've come through here."
"So you say, but all I see is someone who thinks that they're better than us. We were here to collect tolls, and what you did was slaughter them. You will not stand for this."
Sorry, man.
I didn't do anything.
They have like swords and weapons in their hand, and they're wearing these chain shirts, and they have shields, and they look like as they come out, they draw their weapons.
Okay.
They said surrender and I will kill you quick.
Come out.
Listen, I have done nothing to you or to your friends, but if you are here to fight, I suppose I'll have to oblige. And he pulls out his warhammer and grabs his shield and gets in a readied stance to defend himself.
Perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you roll initiative.
Hope it's better than a 5.
What'd you get?
I got a 1.
Oh yeah.
All right.
1.08 though.
I don't know how that happened, but
Well, your dexterity is probably pretty low,
Yeah.
all right?
yeah, it's a -1.
All right. They are going at a 10.
All right, bring it on.
All right. So what happens is you see these hobgoblins running forward.
Oh man.
Oh.
So the guy with the red dot leads the charge, huh?
Yep. They run forward. You see these guys run forward here as well.
He's fearless. Fearless.
Holy
and
hobgoblins,
Single
that man.
fighter.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. You run forward, and the rest of you can what you can see is they come running forward. Now there's 2 that came and are touching you right now. They each run forward to attack. The others stand fast. You think they're kind of holding their shields. They're letting the first 2 kind of run up and hit you and see what you're all about. After all, you apparently just single-handedly killed a bunch of their companions.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
They both run up to swing at you, but your heavy armor is just too great. They don't even come close. In fact, your dexterity, for as slow as you are, they seem to dodge you. They must have been a little bit nervous. They're not sure. Are you a red dragon in disguise? Did you destroy their companions? You're not sure. Go ahead and make your attack or withdrawal or whatever you're going to do.
I suppose I will attack the hobgoblin right in front of me. This one right here.
The one with the red dot, you got it.
With red dots. I'll strike out with my warhammer. Do I just hit warhammer, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just hit
Okay,
the
then I
weapon.
got an 11.
Okay, you hit an 11. You missed. You didn't come close. They're heavily armored. All right, cool. Finnis.
It is
To the
all right.
north. You see yourself walking into town. As you approach Connieberry, you hear some words being yelled. You hear some words, but they're very distant to hear. You are coming and emerging into the graveyard up here.
Into the graveyard.
Yep. The rest of you can put yourself up there. I'll put Finnis here, but you hear heavy words and yelling as you start. I'm going to give you a chance to also roll for initiative in this turn, and we'll let you go along with everybody else.
All of us?
Everybody else. Wave. Yeah, put yourself next to Finnis, and Wave would come.
Oof.
22.
Nice. Gashar, what'd you get?
11.
11. All right. Flander, what'd you get?
15.
Nice. Hemo, what'd you get?
Hemo also got a 15.
All right. So who has the better dex? I'm assuming Hemo, but I'm not sure.
Hemo has a 16 dex. Is that better than Flanders?
I too have a 16 dex.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
Well, I'll go ahead and, I'm just going to put Flander first for now, just for the sake of argument. Finnis, what'd you get?
Age before beauty.
1.
What'd you get?
1.
All right. I'm gonna put you at a 2, and I'll
we got a natural 20 and a natural 1.
I'll leave
in that
the
roll.
other unnamed characters a 1 right now, just for the sake of just being quick about it.
Okay.
All right, Wave. You come wandering out the
Mhm.
group, and you can hear yelling voices from town.
Sounds like fighting.
Yeah, it sounds like there's conflict happening.
Oh, they must be attacking somebody.
More of those hobgoblins.
Yes, we missed out on taking them out last time.
You
I
saw
say-
them in town.
Yeah. I say we finish them this time. And Wave just wants to kill something.
All right, you're
So
free
she's
to
gonna,
move.
we can dash. Dash goes up to,
Well, your dash is just another 30 feet on top of your 30-foot movement, and you can take that anytime you'd like. So you can move and then dash if you want.
so does that mean I can move up to 90 feet?
No, your movement is you can move 30 feet plus 30 feet.
And then
Is
that dash action takes place in your action.
Yeah,
Got
that
it.
would be your
Okay,
action.
I'm gonna double move then.
perfect. Yeah. So go ahead and move yourself. Now remember that this is considered difficult terrain, and this is actually a
cliff?
drop cliff.
Well, I'm not doing that.
How
Come
steep
on.
is the cliff?
It looks to be
how high is
about 20 feet total. Oh, 10 feet. Well, 10 feet total. Looks like it's 10-foot cliff. Okay, you're running around. All right, that brings us to Flander.
Flander is going to see. I think he can move to out here.
We gotta subtract the difficult terrain though.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna move across. It's gonna move straight into town. All right, so let's do this. You go to here. You go here. That's 15. That's 20 feet. This will be 30 total feet, but you do need to give me a climb check.
Okay.
So give me a DC 10 athletics check, please.
How far down is that?
10 feet.
4.
Or yeah, I originally said 20, but it's actually 10 feet.
Okay. So
All right.
I didn't get up there.
All right. No, you're not getting up there. You're going down it.
Okay.
All right. You slide down. Unfortunately, on your way down, you skitter down and fumble down and hit the ground hard, taking 4 points of damage.
Oh.
So that is 5, 10, 15, 20. And then you have difficult terrain here, and I'll put you about there. All right. That's where you're at. Boom, boom, boom. All right. That is Flander. That brings you to Hemo. Hemo, what are you going to do?
Can you hear the goblins from up here?
You can
Like,
hear
as they're-
voices and yelling right now.
All right.
You could take an action to perceive what it is specifically, or you can just approach the voices. You're just hearing yelling right now. You can think about hearing yelling and swords around, in the town itself.
Yeah, and we know this is a goblin camp. It's pretty safe to assume. Hemo's going to cast Expeditious Retreat with his bonus action.
Nice.
Nice.
And then so that counts as a dash action.
Yes.
Roadrunner legs
then-
appear below it.
I'm concentrating on that spell. So
All
when I
right.
cast it, and as a bonus action, I can take a dash action.
Go for it.
How much would it be to just leap the fence and slide
It's-
down the hill?
The fence is considered difficult terrain. The hill is considered nothing, but you have to make a athletics check, or you can take a 1d6 points of damage from falling down the cliff. Otherwise, it's just movement.
All right, well, he's going to try to slide down the cliff dexterously. So instead of 30 feet to get down here, it'd be 35.
Yeah, it's just
With
5 more
the
feet of
difficult
movement.
terrain.
Yeah, 5 more feet. Of movement.
And then how far could he get? He could get like 25 feet.
And then you
past
see
that.
these are all considered difficult terrain. Anything that's considered that's basically a tree. I mean, they see these bushes here, and the brown things are considered difficult terrain.
Okay.
This is not considered
10,
difficult terrain. This is not.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So he can like kind of climb through here.
Yeah, yep.
I'm going to take
Sounds
the rest
great.
of my action to get up to this fence then.
Perfect.
I really
All right.
appreciate you guys rushing in, but obviously I have this situation handled.
Oh, of course. Yeah. We don't even know it's you right
That's
now.
the
Could be
problem.
anybody.
You've got it handled and we want a piece of these hobgoblins.
Give me that
too.
XP.
By the time you get there, it's gonna be over.
That's awesome.
We'll see.
What if those other goblins came in? I mean, right now they're holding off, but they could have you completely surrounded.
That would be best case scenario. I don't want to get too close here.
The closer
Flank
they are
even.
to me, the easier they are to hit. The more the
That's
merrier.
great. Gashar, what are you gonna do?
All right, this is one of the interesting things about this monk is that he can move.
Yes, I know he can.
And so what he's going to do is
Could we
kind
come
of
jumping in off the
No, it is
cliff,
dawn.
like
It is dawn
in a
now. I
samurai
want you to be
movie?
clear. It is
So the
the
sun's
morning.
kind of coming out.
It is
basically.
morning. You've traveled throughout the night. It's morning, so you are bursting your way out into the sunlight.
In the sunlight. That's fair. And actually, just to recap that quickly, what I found on sunlight with this template is that I have sunlight weakness. You said
Yes.
So while in sunlight, I'd have a disadvantage on attack rolls, abilities checks, and saving throws in sunlight.
Correct.
So I'm gonna
Could
need
we
me
get him a big hat?
some shadow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What if I just wore a hat?
Like an Undertaker hat?
Yeah.
But I don't have one right now, unfortunately. So what he's going to do though is he's gonna use his what to do. He doesn't know what's happening yet. He doesn't know who this is or anything, but he is here fighting. So he's just gonna use his dash action as well. As one of the things he has though is with the mobile feat,
Yep.
Dashing ignores difficult terrain.
Yes, it does.
And with slow fall, he can avoid damage. So
That's right.
basically, what you see him do is
Just run.
dash, leaps over this wall,
Yep.
leaps off of this cliff here,
Yep.
clearing this fence, does a roll to slow fall,
Yep.
runs around kind of with Flander here, past all these guys, jumps over this fence, and ends up under the cover of this nice tree right here, next to the tree, basically,
Go
in
for
the
it.
shadow,
Yep.
in the shade,
Won't
and
go
ends up right
fast.
there. He does all that in one turn with a dash and running action.
Perfect. Boom.
Whoa.
Crap.
You see him run past you like you're like so.
So I see them now. I can see what's happening, right?
So Zach,
Emo at a full sprint gets passed by Geshar.
Zach, you can see a lanky, thin but tall dragonborn wearing nair but a stick and some cloth around him
In a backpack.
run immediately out of the side of the house and running right toward you. This may be another combatant. These hobgoblins may have more friends, or of course, hobgoblins don't have a lot of dragonborn friends, so you'll
And
take
clearly,
it as
I
you will.
see this scene, right?
Right.
And he looks at everybody, and so I see this fighter looking guy, right? Are you a human, elf? What am I seeing?
Yeah,
here?
I'm a human.
You're human. So I see a human being attacked by a bunch of goblins, right?
You do.
I will call back to everyone. There's a human being attacked by all of these dumb goblins.
Hey, don't pay the toll, bud.
All right.
Sir,
Yeah.
would you like assistance?
Yes,
All
I could use a little help here.
It is their turn.
Haha, die, goblins.
All right, it is their turn, unfortunately, because they. All right, their turn. Then it's Finnis's turn. So they're going to attack.
Bring it on.
These guys see you running up on here,
Yeah, it
and you
wasn't
see these
stealthy or
guys.
anything.
These two run to here to attack you. This one sees Hemo. He's going to run to here.
You can see under the tree line, basically.
It's just it's an overhang tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
You see
sees
how-
one. Yeah, he sees him, and he runs up, and he kind of gets crouched down like he's going to defend himself. These other two run up, and they look like they're going to. Let's see if I can read. They only this one can reach to an attack. So this one's going to go up there, but he can't actually attack. He's
Okay.
gone too far. The others are
Yes, he has.
the others are like forget
One
that.
step too far.
These three are going here, and you see this other one that's beside you. Zach, you might not realize it when I put the map out that he's actually just a regular old nothing goblin,
Wow.
and he runs
He
to
respawned.
here.
He's smaller, right?
So
He's
running.
smaller, yes. The three
He's moving
attacks on
away.
you, Zach.
Oh boy.
Okay, I had armor class 15 is my best.
No, none of them.
Yeah, they're all clattering at you, but unfortunately, your heavy armor is pretty awesome.
Mail.
Nice.
You're not messing around. All right, that brings us to Finnis. What are you gonna do? Oh, I get to attack Kashar once too. Oh, I rolled a total of 13.
You missed by one. That's my new dex right there, doing its job.
Nice. All right, Finnis, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
And so start running through, we'll hop the fence. It's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just kind of slide down the hill
Do a
as
flip and
best
a
you
roll.
can.
I just need an
Fine.
athletics check to not take damage.
Athletics 9. Oh no.
All right, you take 2 points of damage. You kind of hit hard. Your ankles kind of slime down, and you can hit for 2 points of damage.
It's okay. Let me see what the range on this spell is. We just
Sorry if I distracted you while you were trying to clamber down that.
Zach, you're next, by the way, buddy.
Is it dim
Okay.
light under the trees? Under the heavy trees?
With that
No,
one,
It's just regular.
I will say it's just regular light.
Not
Regular,
sunlight.
Regular sunlight. It's regular sunlight. You're outside. Yeah.
Under the tree, though?
I'll look into it. For now, I'll say it's not regular sunlight, and I'll do some research on that to make sure. I'm not exactly sure how
Finnis-
they do that.
Finnis landed hard because he was focused on casting a chill touch at this hobgoblin here.
Perfect. What's my save?
It's actually
Okay.
just a ranged touch attack of
Perfect.
18 or ranged
That
attack of
will,
18.
that will hit. How much damage do you do to it?
7 points of necrotic damage. And
Oh,
his movement speed, or no, he can't heal.
Perfect.
for this
You hit
turn.
him. You hit him for necrotic damage. As he's running he's kind of like sitting there behind the shield, kind of like he stopped. He goes, ugh, ugh. And
It's a cold hand.
you hear
reaches
him
out, grabs his
you hear him
face.
call back in this goblin taunt, this choppy goblin tongue. Starts yelling back at his companions. All right, Zach, what is your character going to do?
I think he's just going to go after the same one that he tried to hit before, the one with the red dot. Let's give it a shot. That'd be a 17 to hit.
No, they have chainmail armor, they have heavy shields, and they have long swords or short swords. Look, I think maybe short swords. You would hit them, and they're just kind of crouched behind these things, almost like tortoises hiding behind their shell. They're super hard to hit. Bang! They're wearing with their shield and with their armor. They're probably as defensive as you are.
Yeah, so he goes for the hit and definitely doesn't get through it. So he just brings his shield back up, and he's just fighting for his life right now.
Right, these guys are all around you. All right, that brings us to Waif. Waif, what are you gonna do? You're still running?
Yep. Oh,
All right, Waif is gonna move. Wait, that brings us to Flander. What are you gonna do, sir?
Okay, they'll run up to here. Cast Enlarge on Gishar.
Giant Gishar.
Under the tree, though. He's under the tree.
Whoa. You gotta go, whoa. All right. Zach, you can see that
And as a bonus action, I'm going to shout over, I don't know who you are, but you don't have to pay a toll. You've got these guys, and cast Bardic Inspiration on our new friend.
Yeah, there you go.
Zach, you are now given Bardic Inspiration. That allows you to roll a d6 in the next 10 minutes and add it to any attack roll that you make. Or I believe savings throw.
And saving throws,
skill,
yeah.
And skill check. Yeah.
And skill checks,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm.
So anytime you want. Zach, your character can see this lanky, dragonborn suddenly enlarged to almost twice his size.
And he roars when it happens.
Yep.
Lightning
He likes it.
crackling in his mouth.
Blander, it's your turn.
I just did.
mine are just
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hemo, it's your turn.
Whoa,
Do it, Hemo.
big Geshar.
Yeah,
Wow,
lots happening.
looking good, Geshar. I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash because I've still got expeditious retreat. 10. Is it regular movement under this tree?
Yes, it's regular movement under the tree.
Okay, but it's an extra 5 to get over the thing. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So Hemo will move up next to this hobgoblin and swing at him with his sword.
All right, go ahead.
16 to hit.
You have to attack though with disadvantage because he is actually dodging.
Oh. Let's do another 19 to hit.
19 to hit. That will hit. How much damage do you do?
The original damage roll was a 5.
But you roll with disadvantage. So did the 16 hit?
Oh, disadvantage.
First roll.
Right. Sorry. The 16.
It was a 16 then.
Does that hit?
16 does not. 16
All
does
right.
not hit. All right.
I
So you
do-
rolled up and you went into a swing and attacked him, but you missed him. All right. That is Hemo. That brings us to Gashar, the enlarged.
All right. Well, this first one in front of him here, he's gonna
Attack him.
attack it. Yeah,
Yep. And I believe now you get additional D4 points of
I
damage.
do
If you hit
for
him.
being bigger.
All right.
I think I am also gonna try using the flurry of bullet. Well, we'll see what happens with the quarterstaff.
All right.
It takes a
What'd you hit?
missed. Got a
Okay.
critical. I got a 1 on my.
All right.
So, yeah, we'll
60.
spend a key point and we'll do the flurry of blows.
Go for
Why
it.
not? It's like 2 unarmed strikes against this guy. Does a 18 hit?
Yes.
Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Okay, well he does hit with one of his kicks
What'd you hit for armor class?
for it was 18 that you said
Yep,
hit
yep.
already, and then he did for that 8 points of damage.
Oh, that's pretty good though. You kind of knocked him in the the kicked him right through his armored groin plate. He just getting runs over it.
That's with the
Crumpled
extra
rather
large
large
Your
damage.
foot.
your foot's a large size 18. You know, you're just gonna
Kick him right in the junk.
boom, he kind of lifts up. He folds forward. He goes.
I give him a
And his pupils reduce.
geeky smile.
All right, that is Gashar. That brings us to them. All right, Gashar, the two of them are going to attack you. Oh, I have 18 plus
Yeah, 14 hit
4.
me.
Yeah, and I gotta confirm what they do for damage. I believe they do. Yeah, they have a long sword, and they're gonna do 1d8. They have a minimum damage, hit you for 2 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
Not
Right.
not that bad.
Not that bad. You cut me. You cut
All
me
right.
real deep.
Hemo, that one on you is still looks like it's defending against you. The other 3 are attacking you, new person who we've never met before. The unnamed person. I rolled an armor class 17.
That's miss.
They all 3 miss you. Clang, clang, clang. They're hitting against your armor. The rest of you can see that he's just kind of using his shield and his sword, and he's just blocking the heck out of all these attacks that are coming in. All right. That is now Finnis's turn.
Finnis is going to run up a bit. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to cast Toll the Dead on this guy here. So he's going to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
I made it. No,
Alright,
I
so
failed
nothing
it.
happens.
It's a
Failed
wisdom.
it.
It's a wisdom saving throw, right? I failed it.
Yep. Okay, so he'll take a d12 of necrotic damage. 'cause
That's
he's
this one
already
right here.
damaged.
That's this one right here, right?
This guy right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong.
The guy had chill touch before.
All right.
So he'll take 8 necrotic points. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to pop a spiritual weapon up right next to him. Oh, he died. Okay.
He's
where
done,
can I
yeah.
pop that. Let me see.
Oh,
I do want to throw it up regardless, but. Oh, I can make that. It's within range. I'll pop it right up next to this guy here.
All right.
And I'll take a swing. 16 to hit.
All right. You see that image appears right next to the thing, armor class 16, but it misses.
That's all right. And that'll do it.
All right. Now that goes Finnis. It is now new guy's turn. Strange,
right.
new, long-haired, beautiful, plated man standing there. The Adonis.
A potential suitor for the ghost up north.
there you go.
Hey,
Well,
you know,
I'm glad
maybe
you said he
it's-
was beautiful, and I didn't have to.
have this guy, hand him a comb and say, "Hey, I got a task for you to do." All right. What are you?
Can
What are you gonna
he
do?
see Flander? Because I know.
Yes, you can see Flander back there running up behind,
Yeah,
but it's difficult because he's literally behind this 10-foot
Giant
tall.
dragonborn. Yeah. So he's just he looks over there and he feels invigorated seeing people fighting beside him. So he's going to once again go after the same hobgoblin, but he's going to use his bardic inspiration as well.
All right. You don't have to declare that till after you make your attack, by the way. So you can attack, and if you roll low or high or whatever, you can choose to use that afterwards.
Well, that's already a 21, so maybe I
Right.
don't need.
So you don't need to,
Hang
right?
on to that.
All right. So then we'll roll damage. Got 8 points of bludgeoning damage on that hobgoblin.
All right. Now you hit this guy and you do a little damage, but he seems a little more hardy than the rest of them. You kind of hit him and he kind of shrugs it off a little bit. He's just like, you kind of like he does. He's like, you're a pathetic human. And after I kill you, I'll eat you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you kind of hit him and he just shrugs it off. You did damage clearly, but you think that he's stronger than the rest of them.
Okay.
All right. That brings us to Waif.
I can move.
You're on the other side of that building.
Yep, I can move to here. That's it.
Let me
You can see us all fighting now.
Yeah.
I'll move it over so everyone else can see you too. All right. I'm just picturing this young woman just running through the town like.
Oh, by the way, I dropped my leather armor. I just left it. I left it in Agatha's Grove.
That's fine. That is perfectly fine. All right, Waif, you
Or
win.
outside of Agatha's Grove.
That
wherever we
is
rested.
Flander's turn now. Flander, what are you gonna do?
Okay. Let me just. I am going to. What can I do here? Okay, I'm going to shout at the hobgoblin that he just hit. That's this one with the dot.
Yep.
There's a hey. Are you too stupid or too ugly to stay with the rest of your kind and do vicious mockery?
So that's about 50 feet away. Can you reach it with that spell?
You know what? I don't think I can. Sorry.
You can always move forward.
I think.
You can always move forward. I don't know what the range of the spell is.
I'll just double check the range on that. Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Okay.
So I will just move within range to maybe.
Oh, you're within range.
You're already within range.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, then
We
I'll
can
stay
move there
where I
though
am.
too. That's fine. All right, and then I make a saving throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay under
Stay behind.
at least
the giant
partially
Gishar.
protected by
Yeah,
by
stay
the
by
giant
the
Gishar.
giant.
All right, I rolled a 19, and I'm making a will save, a wisdom save.
Yeah.
So I have a +0, so I made it. Okay,
Okay.
that is Flander. That brings us to Hemo.
So the hobgoblin next to me just died. How far can I go here? Here, cut that corner, go here.
Yeah, move your dude over there. Boom. All right, you run up behind him. New guy.
He still has an action though.
You see this
Oh,
this character running up behind your opponent. He has two swords, and he comes running up on him. He's an elf. His hair pulled back tight, and he runs up, and you see his arms are all like cut up, but you can kind of see through part of it, just parts of his greaves there. And you run up.
Insanely angular jawline. Just crazy.
He also has a pretty nasty scar on his right cheek.
Oh
at
yes,
this
right here.
point. But he raises two scimitars and goes, "Oh, another hammer guy. Well met."
Well
And
met, friend.
He's gonna tap the hobgoblin on the back of the shoulder and be like, "Hey, bud, no more tolls." And then he's gonna swing his scimitar at him with his action.
Go for it. Ooh.
19 to hit.
That'll hit. How much damage do you do to this guy?
10 points of slashing damage.
that's how you tapped him on the
A
shoulder.
goodly hit.
A most palpable hit.
Boom.
A
You,
deadly
you
hit.
take him out.
Whoa!
You gotta walk up and stab him.
Awesome.
No more tolls.
I didn't mean to take that one from you. He gestures to the next guy. All yours.
Like, no, I appreciate the help. I was a bit encumbered with the three of them, plus that other one back there.
All right,
Maybe you need
Hemo
more
went.
swords.
That brings us to the Gashar. What are you gonna do? The enlarged.
I'm gonna go after this guy again.
Enlarged and in charge.
All right, quarterstaff, come on, you can do it. Does a 15 hit?
No. Their armor
Ah,
class is really
so
good.
Dodgy. This guy's really dodgy.
Yeah, they are.
Well, still followed up with a roundhouse kick that also misses him. Probably these guys are armored.
Yeah, they are. I'm thinking like Ant-Man, you know, when he's trying to swing, it's like, whoa. Because he's so big, you know. This tree just kind of trying to go across the whole thing, and the guys are just like, whoa.
Are there default like built-in AC boosts for being large or
No, they don't do
medium
that anymore.
Yeah,
They kind of all that stuff out. Yeah. For those of you who are 3.5 friends or who come from Pathfinder, there was all kinds of pluses and minuses for any time you did anything. Those were all gone
Yeah.
for sure.
Cool.
All right. That brings us, that is Gashar. That brings us to them. All right. Those two that are there see you, and they're going to, I need to unfortunately move this out of the way because it's a little encumbering, but we'll figure out a way to get around that shortly. He's going to move 5 feet to here, and that means that that new guy, you get an attack of opportunity on him.
Sure do. Let's give it a smack. That's that. No, I don't think that's gonna work.
All right, that's okay. They both, each of those two miss each of you. In the meantime, Gashar, you're getting attacked twice here. Ooh, you're going to be hit by a 16 plus 3 is 19.
That'll definitely hit.
And its longsword hits you for 5 points of damage. Meanwhile, this goblin you see, he pulls out his bow and reels back and fires right at the new guy.
Shoot me. Oh, the new guy.
Yep.
Dang it.
Oh, he's gonna hit you too.
You wanted to
New
catch
guy,
it, didn't
new
you?
guy. He hits you he hits armor class 19.
Yes, I did.
Oof. Yeah.
New guy, you are hit for 4 points of archery damage. Arrow hit lodge you
Archery damage.
archery damage, arrow damage, point piercing damage.
Piercing.
You get archery damage. That's a new damage
Three
type.
damage is when you get elbow arthritis. And the sword fire.
So
I deserve that one.
I expect as a variant human, and the feat I took at the beginning was heavy armor master. So
Okay.
while wearing heavy armor, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage is reduced for non-magical weapons by 3.
Nice.
Oh my
Point of
So you take 1 point of damage. Boom.
Nice.
He's like,
Damn.
it just it hits the armor and it goes boom, like this much to the armor.
Yeah, like a little tiny droplet of blood. And
That
That's
archery
it.
damage is when you skin your arm.
So, but how resistant
Yeah.
are you? How resistant are you to archery damage? Okay. I'm gonna get you guys are gonna read me on that forever now. I deserve it. That's fine.
Add your ideas in the comments.
Yeah. What other damage types are there that I could throw at people? Yeah.
Oh no, wait.
Yeah. If that's actually kind of funny. Okay. Wow. All right. I think it's Wafe's turn. Wafe, what are you gonna do?
Seeing that arrow.
What's your
Come on
range on
now.
your Eldritch
120.
Blast? Oh,
Yeah, it's long.
you could walk up to there, right?
Yep. No,
Heck yeah.
actually, no.
120 is a lot until it's not.
Here, I'll do the other direction. There's
Yep,
120.
so I can meet there.
All right. You're gonna move to there and
Eldritch Blast.
you're gonna light archery them.
Yeah. Wait,
You're gonna
light
Jedi
as in
archery.
Brain
not
archery.
heavy, or light as in not dark?
Jedi archery. We'll call it, yeah.
Roll
Laser
10.
blast them.
Oh,
10. I miss.
Star
Unless 10
little
hits.
star finder.
that's a
Nice.
goblin.
What's that?
10.
You know, armor class 10? No, that did not hit. Good try though. All right.
Tough goblin.
Your laser bolts did not hit anything. Flander,
Okay, just
do you
give
have a type of damage you can do that's not standard?
Uh-huh.
What are you gonna do to him?
Yeah, I think I can. Yes, I can do that. Flander runs over to here,
Okay.
goes hello, and casts Thunder Wave. How
On
to
who?
be it's a
Who'd you cast?
15-foot cube to get
Yeah.
these guys and not my friends here.
So you want to back up a little bit because you're about ready to get your friends.
Yeah, you're going to hit
Okay, I will-
everyone.
Yeah, another square north.
Yeah, another
These be-
another square north. Yeah, and we'll
Well, I
We'll
know we
just-
haven't met formally. But I don't want to get thunderwave.
no, you don't.
All right. Go ahead and
I'd
thunder
like
wave.
to stay standing.
Okay. Okay, and I believe that's 3d8 damage.
What's my save?
Okay,
13, right?
Thunder Wave.
I think for Thunderwave,
It doesn't move up.
guzzle a bunch of beer and then
Yeah, 2d8.
All right. Am I making
That'd be great for
a
drawing
dexterity save or a wisdom
Okay,
save?
each creature 15-foot cube. A constitution save.
Constitution save. So I have a plus
Yeah.
1. So I have a
Mhm.
14 and a 5.
Just double checking. That's not a concentration
Okay,
spell, is it?
so one.
No.
Yeah.
Should-
Okay, so 2d8 damage. So here we
I'm gonna
go.
So
oh, you're leaving Gishard to help. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Sharks fighting in the
so
shade.
12 points, and they're also pushed 10 feet.
then we shall fight the shade.
Yeah, the one who loses
So how much damage did you do?
12 points.
Okay.
To
So
the guy who
first of
fails.
all, the one who loses it loses a lot. He actually okay. new guy.
Flying over your head.
That hobgoblin suddenly is launched right into you. You hold your shield up, and its skull is splattered against your shield. It goes
Drips
and
down.
a wave of blood just starts splattering over the top of your shield, and the dead hobgoblin body falls at your feet.
Yeah.
The other guy, how much
This one
damage?
takes
did
half damage. Yeah.
He takes
He
six.
takes
right?
takes half damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. The other guy takes a little bit of damage. He's kind of shunned forward. He kind of pushed forward a little bit, but he stops himself, Hemo, as you kind of reach your sword out, and you almost got a little touch on him, but he takes some damage. All right. That is Flander. That brings us to Hemo. What are we gonna do?
Did we skip finish?
I
Did
think we might have
finish
skipped
or
Finnis.
No, Finnis goes roll the 2.
did he
Did I
go
miss
last
you,
round?
Finnis? Did I miss you last round,
I
Finnis?
might have been
I'm
missed last
sorry.
round. I'm still back here.
All right,
Who
well, go ahead and
killed that hobgoblin next to
do your
me?
round now, and then and then you get to do a round again. I apologize for missing you. So go ahead, and then you
No
get to go around
problem.
it too.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30. He's running up. He's going to cast Toll the Dead on these two together. So wisdom save of 13.
I'm gonna toll their
They
heads
both
together.
make it.
All right, nothing happens to him there. And then a spiritual weapon swing on the same dude. That's a natural 20
Oh,
for
All right.
13.
13 points of damage. It's pretty good. Slices his head clean off.
All right, yeah, you run up. Your weapon is your scythe is going, and you see this thing spins around, and when it appears, the body falls, and then the head kind of just fobs on top of
And Gashar
the
laughs.
shoulder.
All
right.
Sean laughs. And the hobgoblins cry.
It's funny because its head has been removed.
Nice. So who just went before you, Finnis? I want to make sure I have
Yeah,
this.
we
in order.
laughed and laughed and laughed.
So
Flander-
Flander
Flander did,
just
right?
went.
Okay, so Hemo, it's your turn.
Okay. Hemo will take a couple of sword swings
All right.
at the hobgoblin right up here. 10 to hit is probably not going to do it.
No.
He's going to take an offhand attack, 21 to hit.
That does hit.
I guess I'm just a lefty today. 8 points of slashing damage.
All right. You swing your
Falling left to
right
right.
hand kind of grazes against it holds its shield up, deflects that, and kind of snickers at you until your second or scimitar just dives forward and chops right into its neck. It just spews out and it falls down to the ground. He just goes,
Primo's looking at Flander going, no, this is what you did, miss. This is what I do.
that's great. All right, Hemo went. That brings us to Gashar.
I still have a move, right?
Oh yeah. I took away your thunder. Go ahead.
He's gonna go.
You had a thunder wave. It was my
Well, let's see.
Move into
Is
flanking with
this the
Gashar.
turn where the two
Or
heroes
not.
actually meet and shake hands?
now you used your bonus actions for your secondary attack. So
Yeah. He used both his actions actually, so he's just gonna run past
Bye, friend.
this
all right.
Zach, you can take an
warrior
attack
here
of
and go, oh, good work. One more.
Zach, you want to take your
Killing
attack
him
of
for me.
opportunity? I got to give you the option here.
So he seems like a cool guy. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to hold off for right now.
This
Hey, that may
really
be-
tall elf.
that may be
your
is
undoing.
sprinting.
Yeah.
It could be undoing.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. Okay. Hemo, you can always kill that new guy later. In the meantime, you're going to run up to that goblin. Cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up to get close enough.
All right, cool.
I
That
raised my
brings
sword.
us to nice. That was
You said it was Gashar. I think.
Hemo. That was Gashar. Gashar, your turn. What are you gonna do?
All right, I'm gonna try to see if I can finish this guy off here. Oh, quarterstaff hits 22.
Jesus.
That does hit.
12 points of damage. That's max damage.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it doesn't
Plus
include
4
the
for being large,
the
right?
large. He has another 3, so 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you hit
Just
this thing
knock
and
his
send
head
it right inside of. You kind of launch its body. Its head goes spiraling off. His body launched into the side of this and actually knocks this.
Knock him
this,
into the well.
this thing sort of falls over.
Yeah, the head flies into the well. Hole in one.
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Jeez.
Boom! Head spiraling, launching into the well.
Guess we
Nobody's
Kenny
going to be
ducks
able to. Good work. Nobody's going to be able to drink from that for years.
They weren't anyways.
This is a very dead town. I don't know if we're gonna.
Nice.
He just looks out at that point to assess the rest of the field.
All right, it's their turn. Yeah.
There's a goblin.
That
He
goblin,
says, "Do you want to give me that bow?"
that goblin's going to use its bonus action to disengage
Oh, he runs away.
because
Hemo holds out his hand for the goblin's bow.
I'm going to move this out of the way. So I can-
Your tax to live is your
Give me
bow.
that. Does he give me it?
He nope. He runs 15
Okay.
feet as his bonus action because they can do that. And Zach, in my game, just to be clear, when you take the disengage action, it's the disengage action is 15 feet of movement without getting attacked of opportunity. It's
Okay.
There are 3 house rules, and you can find them in the description of any of our online games. But you can go look at them there. And if we do any more house rules, we'll add them there. But there's just 3 that they're very minor, and that's the one of them. So disengage is a 15-foot movement. So he does his 15-foot movement, and then he's going to haul because he's like, no, I'm out. So he's going to move to there. He's going to move to there, and then he's going to turn and shoot at you. That's what he does. He does his bonus action. He runs back, and he's going to fire back at you. He's like, nope, I'm going to just take this guy down before I leave. You don't look that sinister to him, dude. And he's going to hit armor class +3, +4 is 11, 15.
That just barely meets.
Yeah, he is. Take that. Ha, 7 points damage.
Everybody's getting
You may have
range.
killed 6 of his buddies, but you're taking 7 points
You know, if
damage.
this goblin keeps it up, he could actually take us all out this way. Just keep running away a little bit, shooting back.
Yeah,
Well,
no
that's-
kidding.
My range
This
is
is-
longer.
This is a new strategy right
Yeah,
here.
that's a good point. That's a good point. We have ranged weapons too, goblin.
And I'll move the map
How-
to see where he disappeared to.
How dare?
Wait, you're now off the map.
Sorry, Wade.
All right. That is now
That reminds me.
it is now Finnis's turn. Finnis, what are you gonna do?
All right, Finnis is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And from here, he should be able to make a shot.
You gonna use
Yeah,
your bow?
He can chill
Crossbow?
touch.
Chill touch. Oh yeah.
He'll throw a chill touch that far.
What's
Go
Chill
for it.
Touch's range?
120.
Oh wow.
Oh, I didn't realize it was so far. Awesome.
Is that
And
that's not
14
even long
negative.
range? That's just regular range.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Yep. 14.
Because he's only using his bow, you do hit him.
All right, 2 points of necrotic damage, and he can no longer heal for the turn.
Nice. All right, you kind of graze him on the shoulder, but these things aren't that hardy, so you kind of spirals them a little bit. All right, that brings us up to new guy, unnamed new guy. What are you gonna do?
Sure. Who was hit by the bow?
Hemo just got shot down here.
So
Oh, actually, I have to roll a concentration check for getting shot. So that's
Thank
going
you.
to be against a DC
10.
10.
Yep.
Hey, that's an airplane.
Oh, 8. I dropped concentration on expeditious retreat.
Zach, we have a big problem with remembering concentration, which is why you put those spinny things on us. Because we're horrible at it. So that's why it's there. Thanks for reminding us, Emo.
it's pretty hard to actually remember, so I think it's a pretty good idea. So I think new guy, seeing just how far he is, he knows he has no chance of catching up to him. So he's going to move over to Hemo and just say, "Well met, friend. I appreciate you coming to save me here." And he lays on hands for was it 7 points of damage?
Oh, yeah.
And he lays on hands for 7 points of damage on Hemo.
He reaches out and touches you, and the divine glow around his fingers light up as he touches you.
Oh,
Hey, Zach, what does it feel like when you have lay on hands? Is it like a warming sensation? Is it
So-
kind of like a
The way like you feel it from new guy is it feels like you're having just like this warm cup of like cider. You're drinking it just warms your body.
Nice. On a cold fall afternoon, you're just like, oh
Exactly.
Oh,
Give him
that,
a bro hug.
Yeah.
That hits the spot. Actually.
it's like your best friend gave you a big old hug.
yeah. Nice. Wait, are you going to be able to do something against this foe here? You're off the map. So,
I will move, but
all right. That brings us to Flander. Flander, what are you going to do?
I'm going to take a couple of steps this way. Didn't
Got a double.
I was going to
All
say,
right.
hey, Goblin, is yours the face that launched 1,000 chips? It looks like it's been smashed against 1,000 bows, and do vicious mockery.
How much damage do you do to it?
Okay, it's a D4.
Well, Flander is just out here roasting everyone.
Yeah.
3 points of damage.
I like that one.
2?
3 points of psychic damage.
All right. He's psychically been demolished, demoralized. He's questioning him. This goblin more likely was like the fifth of 5 brothers, and all of them throughout his life were most likely bullying and badgering him. So when you say these things, it hurts to him to the core. He remembers his brothers nagging him and how much of a failure he was to his family and why he left to join the Hobgobins in the first place. You get a lot from that spell. All right. Wow. That brings us. That's Flander.
Pete, I think
That
I
is-
could know how we feel.
Hemo, you've been energized. Hemo, you've been touched by the divine hand of now.
okay.
Now, new guy, do you have any symbols on you that might express to
He
him?
has a symbol that you guys might recognize on a former statue that you were seeing earlier today.
Oh,
Is a holy symbol of Ilmater on him. Yeah.
They're going to say
All
the unlucky
Nice.
one.
Yeah.
Bashaba. Whoa. Ah!
Oh, no.
What are you doing here?
So you know that Ilmater is the god of endurance and most likely a good aligned god. So
Holy crap. You went and
Their
talked to that shrine,
paladins,
and look what happened. You brought a new fighter.
their paladins are the sturdiest. They can endure the most suffering.
that's right.
Go talk to that shrine like 3-4 more times.
What?
Come on.
So
Yeah,
Hemo, it's your turn. What are you gonna do? This goblin's gonna sit there and
Maybe-
just gun you down.
Maybe Ilmater did respond.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
For sure.
I'm not quite done yet. And he rips the arrow out of him. He's just gonna. Actually, how long does this range have?
I don't know what you're looking at.
120 feet.
120.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go for it. What are you gonna do?
I put away one of my swords and I toss a mote of fire out of my pouch. Cast firebolt at him. That's gonna be a 7 to hit.
New guy, you see this?
I
this
have an inspiration.
Wait,
fighter
don't
just
you
firing
usually-
at.
Don't you usually throw the sword up in the air? Fire and
Yeah, he throws the sword up in the air.
gotta fire-
Fires the but
Iron
I'm gonna
Man
burn an
style.
inspiration point on that attack because that's just not
You're gonna
cool.
use your full inspiration.
the
on that?
inspiration, yeah. why
The
not?
the
inspiration.
inspiration.
All right.
The inspiration.
Doesn't he get
As
one?
opposed to bardic inspiration, it's the inspiration. So I'll roll it again and hopefully
Hopefully it's better than a 7.
it's not a 7.
It's better.
There we go.
What'd you get? 14 hits him.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's just 2 points of fire damage.
Well,
That's
just 2 points. That would be sad if it didn't kill him.
Hey! Yes!
And then he catches it. Then it just appears in his hand.
Yes, the sword comes back down. He catches his second scimitar in his offhand, and he does a deep bow and says, "My name is Hemo Oakenheel. I am a warrior, a juggler, a mercenary, and I am pleased to make your acquaintance."
All right, and with that,
Kishar's in the
we're gonna-
background clapping.
we're gonna find out more about who New Guy is
Good job.
next time. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. That's gonna end us for tonight because it's getting late. We're gonna meet New Guy and find out his story and what all is happening and why is he heading off to Phandelver of all places.
Yeah, that place is okay.
All right, let's go.
It's better now.
So you managed to get Agatha back her comb after having this strange encounter where Gashar had some long-lasting effects. Now, is that permanent or will it go away over time? You don't know.
He does not like the sunlight right now. That's for sure. He's going to stay under the tree.
That's right. But the rest of you seem great, and you were returning back to Connieberry only to find some long-haired, heavily armored paladin, clearly a paladin with lay on hands, facing off against these hobgoblins which you had left in the town before. Now, those hobgoblins probably came back looking for their companions, and when they didn't find them, things ensued. So
Or they
we'll find
respawn.
out.
We don't know.
So we're going to find out next week where we get to meet new guy. In the meantime, why don't you guys down below maybe tell me what you think new guy's story is? give us some good stories. Who is this new guy? I want to hear what the stories are before next week and before we reveal them. Where's he
Probably
from and
better
what's he
than
doing?
anything I can come up with.
Did you choose to be a
Blonde, braided paladin of Ilmater. What's the rest of his story?
All right,
Did
hold
you
on.
choose to be a paladin of Ilmater?
Don't tell him
before-
anything yet. We're going to find out next week.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Flander will
let's
take his
find out
pen,
next week.
his
Until
pen and his
then.
paper and go, so tell me about yourself.
All right. Well, let's say goodbye to everybody, and we will see everybody
Goodbye,
next
everybody.
week. Bye.
Bye for now.
Okay.
Adios.